Welcome, sports fans. Welcome back to this or that Sports TV, the place you guys come to get the best, most interesting, and everything sports topics, discussions, and debates on the internet. But before I get into today's live, don't forget to like this one, leave a comment, subscribe to this or that Sports TV. And one more thing for me, that's to share the video. Share the video to at least 10 people get to 6 subscribers because each and every one of you guys can manage to do that. Do you know how many subscribers that would get us by the end of the day? Yes, people. So we are on the road to 10,000 subscribers. And I know that already. You see me? Currently we are at like 9,037. You see me? So we have around 900 subscribers to go. 800 and little bit. So get us there. Get us over the line. If you're not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Make we do that. We have a whole little reason tonight. It not gonna be a chaotic live. It not gonna be bag of excitement. We're just there for a little reason and come, maybe I watch some interviews when they kind of sick out, so I never really do no live or nothing like that. I mean, I watch some interviews over the past couple of days. I watch Craig Butler, I watch me I watch Ryan Channel, me I watch Oral Tracy. I'm just see people say some crazy things like, we I say some crazy things like them normal. But also I see the man them a talk like, them a bring up some points and them a say them and just a glass over them. Like this is okay. They get me I say some kind of there for talk about them. See if I me alone pick up on them thing and see if we can reason about them a little bit. But before we get into the show, one thing I want to do is, because I usually do this, but make a start with more now to start the lives. Make a read some comments first and then get into the meat of the matter. You see me? So let's read the comments real quick. So we do a couple of videos about Rudolph Speid. You know this is the hot topic in Jamaican football right now. Everybody want to talk about Rudolph Speid. Everybody talk about whether I'm forget the job or not forget the job. Let's do that. Also, you can also call into the show at the number that you see listed in the bottom right hand corner. It's 208-3262. Only WhatsApp calls. Okay, so let's do that. So first comment make a read is this one. Will Speid set up camps for the best local players to teach them the system like they had Algrimson doing, and the best assistant coach for Speid is Miran Garden. Two things are saying that. I want to say a couple of things in that, but the two things I make address is that you ask if Speid are gonna set up um local camps for the best local players. Speid have an interim head coach job. Speid is not going to be the manager going forward. And I suspect that this will be the only two games that Rudolph Speid will ever coach for Jamaica. This may I say possibly only one game, but these will most likely be the only two games that Rudolph Speid will ever be in charge of Jamaica senior men's national team. Because I think these circumstances kind of present themselves at the best time for Rudolph Speid get the team. Outside of this current situation, I don't think Rudolph Speid would even be on the cards to be Jamaica head coach. You see me? So this is an interim position. Why would he be setting up local camps? He didn't have time for that. What we need to do is focus on the two results we have. Get over the line in those two results. Get us to the World Cup. Make a clap him and say, job well done, and bring in somebody to keep it going. If we want to give him the World Cup job, no problem. But we need somebody where go invest in a Jamaican football. I mean, invest time and energy in a Jamaican football. Invest somebody with the proper know-how, somebody that knows how to do it, somebody that cares about our football. You get me? I said that is what we need in a head coach, more than just getting the results and the senior team. Because brother, you get the man them for a week and a half, you can't necessarily build anything of substance and structure in those 9 days or in those week and a half. You see me? So we need somebody where I go there for the long haul. We need somebody where I care about. Also need somebody where have the experience and the know-how to get us where we want to go. I don't think Rudolph Speid is that guy, but the interim position him have it right now. There is not much we can do about him having the interim position. So all we have to do is support the Jamaica senior men's national team. That. You see me? So no, this comment Marcus Mosiah Garvey, it make no sense. Because him have an interim position. Why would he be setting up local camps? The next thing, the best assistant coach for Speid is Miran Garden. The truth is, bro, Miran Garden nor Rudolph Speid should be nowhere close to this team. In my opinion, if I was running it, they would be nowhere close. And I'm not running it. So I guess my opinion don't matter. But we are reason. You see me? Rudolph Speid or Miran Garden. None of them not for the anywhere close to the national team right now. But I kind of understand what you say, Marcus, in that Rudolph Speid is part of the technical committee will always assign Miran Garden as the local representative and the coaching staff. Why not have him as the representative right now? Why not keep him, since he's such a brilliant man and a brilliant coach and you've always been pushing him? Why not push him when you have your chance right now? I kind of agree with him. See what you say. Street bills people, just start the live. Just read some comments before we get into the meat of the matter. You get me? I say we're gonna continue on this topic of Rudolph Speid and how much power Rudolph Speid has in Jamaican football and why him have so much power in Jamaican football. We're going to talk about it. But we'll just read some comments before we get into it, okay? Also, you can call into the show at 208-3262. WhatsApp call only. So, Streets Bills 876 said that was all a plan, my bro. The way it's set up, done plan. I understand what you say. I see what you're saying in that 3 days after the final World Cup qualifiers game for an automatic spot. 3 days after the man them select the interim head coach. I don't see why we needed to do it in 3 games when we have December, January, February, March. So let's not say 4. We have 3 months to select the head coach and we did it in 3 days. It don't make no sense. It seems like them never want the time that them have. It seems like them never necessarily want even consider anybody else. They have who they want to give the job to. And everybody has said it's set up like a Rudolph Speed. Them been want to get the job from morning. So I can't fight that. Um, Starboy say your real coach, big up Speed. Here's a Speed fan. Speed is a phenomenal coach on the local setting, but it takes more than just experience on the local forefront to take charge of this senior men's national team. And that's why the video I did the other day, from the no see it, go check it out. I think Rudolph Speed will struggle. I think he's going to struggle for multiple reasons. He's not used to dealing with um, senior pros. He's not used to dealing with such successful footballers. He's not used to dealing with big man. Rudolph Speed team them built on younger players when can control a bit more. You get me? I say so. I think this will be a new challenge for him, and because of that, I think he might struggle. But oh well, let's continue with another comment. Yes, I agree with you. However, we wait too long to fire Mr. Steve McLaren after the Gold Cup. We wait, and I assume he must say, we wait until the horse gone through the door. The president and Speed have too much power. The government needs to dismantle JFF and put it under InSport to be only the sport body in the country. The JFF runs like Humphreys sat on the wall. To be fair, bro, but understand the frustration, and the truth is I am also frustrated. I feel like we need to rip up the JFF from top to bottom, have a new election. I don't know how it would be selected. Maybe we need FIFA for coming like what them did coming at Trinidad and just give us an overall and just freshen up the JFF. Because the truth is, bro, we have some man in the JFF right now where it's almost like them don't know what them do. And it's like one man have a wheel so much power in the JFF and everybody are buckle to fame demands, buckle to what him think he's the de facto president, in my opinion. You get me? I say, we'll get to that. We'll get to Rudolph Speed. You get me? I'm just adjust the comments. I do agree with it though. Mobile Legends. We took way too long to fire Steve McLaren. After that Gold Cup, him show saying did all time depth. He showed that he couldn't manage the team, show that him couldn't manage a task, him show say him can't manage a team in a conquer. Him sure he's just not a good coach. You get me? I say him show that from Gold Cup, bro. And something we make always continue to bring up when that man did say football is not about a system, bro. I remember when this guy said this shit, bro. Football is not about a system, it's about the individuals and blah. He said that. You get me? I say I will criticize him for him tactics and him just stubborn, takes no accountability, and also his team just shows nothing about it. You see me? So I agree with you. We wait too late for fire. But my opinion with this World Cup, I hear Uriah Tracy say I think today, I agree with him, bro. That was also my opinion. Why I think we'd ever get an automatic qualifier spot to the World Cup. Because the task that we had at hand was so easy that it never take Pep Guardiola, Jose Mourinho, or Alex Ferguson for qualify Jamaica to the World Cup, bro. Steve McLaren should have been able to get it done. You're a respectable coach here, an experienced coach. I don't see why you'd have struggled this much. This man just a dinosaur of football, bro, and the football is just beyond him. CONCACAF football is no joke, and him just struggle with it. So I agree with it. Now the second part of your statement, which is that this president and Speed have too much power. The truth is, you can't say the president have too much power because the president is the president for a reason. He was elected by the people that we put our faith in to be the president, to have the final say, to have the bright ideas, to put the people in place to get the job done. He is the president. He's supposed to have the power. What I fear is that it almost feels to me that Rudolph Speed have so much power in the JFF that it's almost like he's a co-president, or he's an assistant president, or deputy president, or something like that. That's how it feels to me. You get me? As I say, I don't have a problem with the power that the president have. I just have a problem where, in some respect, where it seems like the president is not competent enough. You see me? But Speed, it seems like everything football, bro, is just speed. It seems like all of the bright ideas is just speed. But even not say bright ideas, it seems like all the ideas is just speed. Anybody forget a point that it's speed. Any opinion with them want about anything, it's speed. You see me? So that is my opinion. It's not necessarily about the president having power, bro. I think Rudolph Speed has too much power. And Oral Tracy kinda expose a little bit of that in the interview with him do today with the fix. Where him a say, yo, a former board member, make him know, so Rudolph Speed is kinda the de facto president when it comes to football. All things football in the JFF. And I could have sensed that, bro. And I said it, I think 2 years ago, I said it. Where me and Joe Murray have a conversation. And I say, yo, I like how much the president is um looking and deflecting of answers and all of that to that speed. I don't like it. I never like it from that point. I'm gonna like it now. No, the government can't necessarily get involved with JFF business. JFF is an independent sporting body. The only people that can interrupt right now is probably if somebody sued the JFF, maybe the court of arbitration, or FIFA could have intervened if we have some corruption go on. You see me? So that's the only way I see anything a shake up. I don't think the government can intervene, and I don't think the government should intervene either. We need that independent body. Sport is supposed to be an independent thing of the government, bro. Anytime I get the politicians start dibble and dabble and start have too much of them opinions being taken into consideration with sports, it just get messy. And politics is already such a corrupt thing. We don't want sports, especially football, be used as a tool for further them corruption. You get me? I say, so I'm not necessarily call for the government or already don't trust for be involved with the JFF what we don't trust. So that's my thing. Chesley say if Jamaica stand up and let this happen, it shows how corrupt the country is. The country, you know, how the corruption. It shows how the corruption goes in our country. Um, as I said, there is not much we can do about Rudolph Speed's hiring, bro. It gone through the gate. The man them hire him. All we can do a protest. That's all. And just hope say them buckle to the pressure. But there is not much we can do about a Rudolph Speed getting hired. We just have to support the team, bro. And my stance on this has always been. And I'm gonna pause the reading the comments for a second. May I get back to it? But I'm just gonna pause for a second. And again, you can call into the show at 208-3262 only on WhatsApp. My thing is, right? And some people say them now support the reggae boys and more them now watch the reggae boys, them for go blah blah. My thing is, bro, I support the reggae boys. That is my thing. I don't support the JFF. I don't support Rudolph Speed. I don't support my crickets. I don't support anybody in the administration. I support Jamaica senior men's national team. That is where I'm from. That is the team that represents the country that I am from. And as such, I don't see what can make me stop support my country whenever we have a bunch of players, a bunch of Jamaicans representing us on a global scale. Me can't stop support my team, bro. I don't care how bad them be. I don't care how corrupt the administrative side of that is. Me have to support my team. You get me? I say, some understand the frustration, bro. But hey, I'm an Arsenal fan after all, and you can tell by how young me be, I've never seen Arsenal really dominate anything up until now. Of course, we are reap the benefits. And now, well, we need to win a trophy so we can actually say this with my chest. But I'm loyal to my team, bro. I want to support something. I really support it, and I am a football fan. I'm a Jamaica fan, I'm a Reggae Boys fan, I'm an Arsenal fan, but I'm a football fan. They get me, I say, me and one of them man that we can just hang up the team and say, I'm not support the team this year. I'm not support them man anti. No. Me a dead on the hill with my team. Because just some I think of me. I support my country. I mean, I care who are on the administration. I mean, I care who are the president. I am supporting Jamaica. I'm a hope I hope everybody share the sentiment there. I hope we'll continue to support the nation. You see me, I this me there. Make we continue with some comments. People make get into the show, you know. Me really want to talk about a few things. I want to talk about the power that Rudolph Speed possess in the JFF. I also want to talk about the blatant conflict of interest that Rudolph Speed have and yes, he's not acting on that conflict of interest, but as me that talk to somebody here before yesterday, them say, oh, it's not even about him acting on the conflict of interest, it's the existence of the conflict of interest. If him start act on it, then that past conflict of interest, that is corruption. And so nobody with a clear conflict of interest should not be in a position of power in the administration or as a coach or whatever. So I'm gonna get to that, but I just want to go through some comments real quick. Make no see say yo, me even if me not reply to the comments on YouTube with text, me I respond to them on a live or something. You see me? All right, let's go. I'm starting for work about 2034 World Cup. God, them gnarly. What you mean, bro? What you mean? What you mean? We have 2026 for think, but we have 2030 for think, boy. You got all the way at 2034. I say give up already up to on 1G. Man, you need some Lampard. Man, you not good, man. You know, man, you aside, my youth. Man, you bugging a brother. Remember, Man, you sins are come back for them right now, you know. The sins of them 2007, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The sins of them past, bro. You get me? I say, and in the 90s to and early 2000s with them Alex Ferguson, Fergie time, and the Manchester United corruption, it's coming back to haunt them, bro. But anyways, you know, do it East. Me, I gonna take any chance me get for dump on money. I don't like Manchester United, bro. I think they're a shit club. I think they're not a good team. Well, not even think right now. Anybody would think Man U is a good team have a problem. So that's how me there with it. Anyways, next comment. Ask which top class coach wanna coach a small team like Jamaica. Y'all not realistic at all. Pep not even a sniff on Jamaica. People talk but don't know how logistics of how appealing the Jamaican coach job is. For big name coaches, we can't even. May I assume say I can't. Him say we can't even afford the coaches. Have you not seen Jamaican economy? Y'all need to think. First of all, my guy, in this video I did not say we should go for any big name coach. In fact, in this video, I was saying that if you want to look at the local scale, Speed is a perfect guy in terms of the best coaches in Jamaica. I'm gonna list off some names: the Jerome Waits, the Philip Williams, the Xavier Gilberts, Craig Butler, Rudolph Speed, Theodore Whitmer. Those are the names I'm gonna mention. You get me? I say, me never mention nothing about Pep. The only thing I say about Pep is that even if Pep did not coach this team, even if Pep did not coach this team, he still would have struggled. That's the only thing I say. I never say Pep forget the job. Oh, we're gonna pay Pep, brother. I don't even know how we're gonna pay the next coach. I don't even know how we're gonna pay the next coach. We do have money to do this camp. Because we never need to pay our Falcon, so we never need to pay our Steve McLaren. So maybe we'll have look money in the coffers. But JFF keep on come out and I say them broke, bro. I don't get it. If JFF fire him, JFF would have to pay him whatever contractual agreement they signed before him and JFF. Yeah, you're right. And he walked away. So JFF don't have to pay him. We should not stand for these things. Bro, we are actually upset, dog. We are actually upset. You get me? I say we don't like what go on. We don't like what go on. I'm probably not gonna make this a long live, you know. I just want to talk to my people them real quick and see what I deal with. Isn't me? Now the first thing on my list I want to talk about um is who should be the coach. Come and see everybody I say, yo, not Rudolph Speed, not Rudolph Speed. And I am one of those persons saying not Rudolph Speed. But who should be the coach then? If you think about local coaches, bro, yeah, well, first before we think about the coach, we have to think about the job. The job is an interim position. I don't necessarily think, after thinking some more, may I say, yo, do we actually need to have an interim position? I don't think we need to have an interim position. I actually think we could have go get a coach for March and then tell that coach, say, yo, regardless of what happened, if you qualify for the World Cup or not, you have this job. Because it's only 2 games, bro. You can take 3 months to find a good coach. Somebody who are willing to take on the program and you sweeten the deal by saying, yo, you have a shot at it right now. You find a good coach with a good name, a good resume, and good experience. You find that coach, you sell him the project off, obviously, for the next campaign, 2030, but also you include the fact that, yo, you can actually make it to the World Cup. I know we're talking about 2013, but you can make it to this World Cup, bro. You can do it. So I don't think we needed to have an interim job, but the fact that we selected an interim job is not a bad decision. I understand I selected an interim job, an interim coach. It makes a lot of sense that we selected an interim coach. You see me? So never have a problem with that. Now, if you think about it, who would be the best interim coaches? You can't go get a big coach to be an interim coach right now. In these situations, bro, you need a caretaker manager, somebody that is a brilliant football mind that is in and around the program. You can just give them the team and say, yo, you know the team, you know the players, you know the pool, you can select a team, you're good enough with coaching, you can get a couple results out of these boys. And if you want to do that, remember the only people around the team right now is a Miran Garden and a Rudolph Speed. I don't think any of them is good enough to take us to the next level. And even if they were good enough, I still wouldn't give them the job because they are part of the failing system. They are part of the failing system, so I wouldn't give them the job. But if you're going to look at local solutions, bro, I have to look at Theodore Whitmore. Theodore Whitmore, I don't think he's interested in the job, but also I think Theodore Whitmore has had his fair share of cracks at the task to qualify Jamaica to a World Cup. He's had his fair share of trying to get us over the line, and he's failed miserably time and time again. No, to be fair, put some respect on Theodore Whitmore name. He's had some success with the boys. He's done well in Nations League. He's done well in the Gold Cup. Some can't talk like say Rudolph Speed and no bug coach. In the grand scheme of things and in the local landscape. But if me I go move that towards anybody else, it would have been Rudolph Speed. Rudolph Speed won 3 of the last 5 JPL titles. He's also the current club, the current Caribbean Club Championship winner. You get me? I say so. Again, put some respect on my Rudolph Speed name. No, he's a part of the failing system. He hasn't shown to have success with senior pros, experienced professionals, and anybody over the age of 25 or anybody over the age of 23, Rudolph Speed not shown if you have success with them man there. Rudolph Speed is a right now if Rudolph Speed for going at the Manning Cup, bro, Rudolph Speed would have been the best coach in at the Manning Cup. Easy because he know for work with the youngsters. If I say give Rudolph Speed the under 21 team, yeah, under 20, the under 17 team, great. Awesome. Because him shows him can work with youngsters, him can get the best out of youngsters, him can get them to dominate. You get me? I say him show that. But as a senior men's national team level, bro, Rudolph Speed not show say him can dominate nothing with big man in him team. Him not show that. You see me? So I think that also disqualifies him. The fact that he's a part of the failing system, the fact that there's a blatant conflict of interest now because he's the coach of Cavaliers, he's so many things to Cavaliers. He's the chairman of the technical committee and now the head coach. Now, I understand saying take a leave of absence from the chairman and technical committee role, but at the same time, you that's a leave of absence. Which means that you can voluntarily take back that or go forward with it. You get me? I say you choose to step away from the position to have this head coach position. Not good enough. So you're a part of the failing system, and even your dominance in the local leagues, you've not done it with senior professionals. You've not done it. You get me? I say so. I think that should have put a little doubt in the JFF mind, even though he's had success. Who have you had success with? What is the context around his success? That are the things where me I look upon to say, yo, why me wouldn't give Rudolph Speed the job? Them two things there. Being a part of the field system and not having success with grown men. Be a teenager in a Rudolph Speed team. As I said, me wouldn't necessarily be inclined to give him that job there. Who else you I think about now? Philip Williams, resume not big enough. Xavier Gilbert, resume not big enough. Um, Andrew Peart, resume not big enough. Jerome Waite, get him fair shot, fair crack at it at the unders level, under 17, 15, whatever, whatever. And also, he was assistant coach of Winfred Schaefer, I think, for a year or a couple months. Get fair shot, fair crack at it. It not work out for him. So I don't think resume big enough either. Who else you can go? Craig Butler. Craig Butler can't be the coach. And this is a perfect this is a perfect segue into this is a perfect segue into talking now about Craig Butler. Bro, Craig Butler is a man that I respect so much, brother, in terms of his football side of things. I don't know Craig Butler personally. I have no relationship necessarily with Craig Butler, but if we are talk about football as a football mind, as an idea man, a man we have creative and innovative thinking in terms of the world of football, I have to respect Craig Butler. But where it comes to Craig Butler being anything for the JFF, bro, I can't co-sign that for multiple reasons. I think Craig Butler would be an excellent advisor to the JFF. I think he'll be an excellent advisor, excellent liaison between Craig Butler and other FAs, between Craig Butler and other clubs and countries and people in other places, powerful people in other places all over the world. I think Craig Butler would be brilliant for that. But if we talk about Craig Butler being the head coach of this team or being the president of the JFF, bro, oh come on. Oh come on. I think he's a good coach. Don't get me wrong. And I think, honestly, if Craig Butler was supposed to, if me I go say Rudolph Speed have conflict of interest, then I would have to say Craig Butler have conflict of interest too. But if the conflict of interest was removed, right? I would prefer to have Craig Butler over Rudolph Speed. It's just that I can't blind myself to them think that bro, Rudolph Speed not have the job, bro. Clear conflict of interest, but Craig Butler can't have the job either. Because I'm a Phoenix Academy. And also, bro, me hear Oral Chase say in an interview today, and as he was saying it, I was saying he's so right. Craig Butler, bro, for all him flaws, is a brilliant football man. Him know him think him have good and bright ideas. But he's so hard to work with, bro. And him so hard to work with not because he's incompetent. He's so hard to work with because of his dominant personality. Where once him believes something, that is it. Him not take no talk from him not really open to changing his mind, feel we are the highway. That is how Craig Butler work. And also him attitude and personality that can be a little bit obnoxious sometimes. You get me? I say so it a little bit hard to work with. So I see how he would have struggled in a role as head coach or whatever. But outside of that, bro, excellent motivator. Excellent, I think. Maybe not man manager, but excellent motivator. In terms of tactics and actually coaching a team, Craig Butler can get the job done. I will see him do it at the schoolboy level. You see me, we see him do it at the schoolboy level, but now me have to call a spade a spade. I have to be fair. But just say I have to take away some of Rudolph's Speed credence and acknowledging his quality as a coach because he's had success with teenagers. Really and truly is a way I call it. A lot of players 1 year removed from the Manning Cup and from the Costa Cup, from schoolboy football. That's how Rudolph Speed get him success with young players. Me have to say the same for Craig Butler, bro. Craig Butler is not proving at the senior level. And at this point, Jamaica needs proven coaches. Jamaica needs coaches who know what they do. Jamaica needs coaches with bright ideas. And I think all of the other things I think Craig Butler have in terms of bright ideas, a good philosophy. I think he would try to do the right things. I think he would be fair in his selection. Sometimes I hear him say some things, I have to wonder still. Because Craig a little bit biased. Like anybody, bro. Anybody would be so. And that's why I have to respect Craig Butler. Because a couple years ago, Craig Butler come on this said channel and Craig Butler say him no want the job. Him no want the job as head coach. He would not take it because he would have a conflict of interest and he would be biased. And if you hear Craig Butler talk right now, if anything he mention a fee, if I talk about who are the best coaches in Jamaica, I'm going to fling into Phoenix Man night. If I talk about the best players in Jamaica, I'm going to fling in a man from Phoenix when not necessarily up to par. He might talk about Phoenix because Phoenix have some of the best players, but I'm going to fling in somebody in there when I'm supposed to in there. You get me? I say so a little bit biased sometimes. But outside of maybe the character flaws and the personality issues we have a clash with people, Craig Butler is a great football man, bro. Craig Butler is a great football man. And I think at this point now, Craig Butler look upon it like Rudolph Speid is a head coach of Jamaica senior men's national team. And I am what? Just a bystander? Oh, this is what Jamaica wants? If him can do it, me can do it. You get me? I say so. Him kind of probably a lean to that side of things there right now. And bro, none of them money shouldn't be nowhere close to the national team. And it just baffles me. This just shows the incompetence of the federation, bro. This shows the incompetence of the federation. This shows how weak of a leader we have, or leaders we have in the JFF, brother. It shows that them man don't know what them are do, they don't know what to look for, them don't know the qualities in a coach them supposed to look for, them don't know how to grab up a man and make him know say get the job done. You get me? I say just them actions in a recent times, bro. Show you say them man don't really know what them are do, brother. You can tell. I say if anything for happen after the World Cup qualifiers where Rudolph Speed is concerned, it can't be for keep. It can't be a promotion. It can't be a promotion to interim head coach or caretaker or anything. It cannot be. It have to be getting fired, bro. You're the advisor to the failing coach. Not only that, but you hired the failing coach. So how we go from you hiring a coach that first of all, how can we go from you firing a legend in Theodore Whitmore and I can't agree with that firing there. So I'm even not gonna fight it. You falling out with Paul Hall where money is concerned and Paul Hall leaving the job or you not only not picking up back Paul Hall to getting Jaime Halgrimson starting off well and then sabotage film campaign basically because of personal issues and Liam Bailey suspensions and all of the things them were some personal things, him staying in Jamaica or not, blah 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 blah. A good coach who had some good things going, but when the politics start come, it kill him. Getting rid of that man. Then picking up a field manager from England. I would say, all right, we I give him a chance. Him have a name, him have experience. This is not a hard task. So I could give him a chance with it. You hire that man, failed again. How can that man know that hired all of those people and they hire you, you become him advisor, not good enough as an advisor, not good enough as a coach that you hired. No, you take him job. No, you become him successor. I don't get it, bro. And as I said, these small things that I'm talking about, these are the reasons why I'm saying the leadership in the JFF is just incompetent, bro. They don't know what to look for. They don't know how to identify talent. They don't know how to pick a promising coach. Yeah, tell myself, bro, for the last 10 years, we can't find a good coach for Coach Jamaica. No, it's not that we don't find good coaches. We find good coaches, bro. It's not that all the worst coaches just are come at Jamaica. It's not that the worst coaches in the world just are come at Jamaica. No, it's that the man them can't get through them job properly. They must have focus on politics. They must have focus on who the JFF who well, these are rumors now. Who in the team when they're in the team. They must focus on oh players now get money and they must strike. Or they must focus on gensec things. They must focus on everything but the football, bro. They must focus on everything but the football. They get me and say, so I understand why it look like them can't select a good coach. Even though in between all of that, they've been selecting bad coaches too. But me I say, it's not that no good coach na come, bro. The JFF is just inadequate. The JFF is just inadequate. Let me see. I get two comments. Let me see what I go on. The brand T say, Grimmy was a good coach. Grimmy was a good coach at the start. Grimmy got some good things done at the start. Don't get me wrong. Grimmy Remember Grimmy, no Grimmy win third place in the Nations League. And I like Grimmy can coach. Grimmy can coach. But it's just that, yeah, bro, once that Trevante Stewart and Liam Bailey thing they happened, brother, we never saw a good performance from Amir Algrimson again. Because that a culminate everything. They were force him to stay in Jamaica. And me even mind him being in Jamaica or not. Would I want him to be on the ground so that him can help with develop the development. And me and Joe Mar even have that conversation. There. Remember me and Joe Mar having this conversation. Where me I say, yo, him need to focus on the team. This man there every JPL game. This man I try the development things with academies and I do this and I make relationships here and there. And I understand that, bro. We don't have an active camp. Me get that. But your main job is to get the results, to get the team where you want, to get them. And the mere fact say Amir Agim was even interested in trying to develop Jamaican football. Supposed to show you, bro. So the man was a good coach. And they have good intentions for the nation. And I something push him out. Again, this just comes right back to the incompetence of the JFF. Of course, Amir Agim did start well. I would think we have a good thing going, but after the Copa America Day, after the Liam Bailey saga, the Copa America, oh, him not living in Jamaica, blah, 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 blah. It just all came crumbling down. All came crumbling down. When I say, talk to me in the comment section, people. Also, you can call the show on WhatsApp from the number that you see right there, 208-3262. Easy me. Hold on there. All right. Rest of them commenters, you know. I'm sure we would have already qualified with Grimmy. Of course, you don't qualify with Grimmy. You qualify with Tapper, bro. You actually left us in a good spot. Yeah, but with the day in the first round of qualifiers, he only played like 2 or 3 games. Well, definitely not 2. He played like 2 games. Um, but brother, that for sure you how bad the job was, you know. The man left with in the easiest qualification part to a World Cup. The man left with, you know. Grimmy could have just suck it up and just make him name, you know. Again, you know. Everybody that said the wizard from Ireland, from Iceland. But him that for leave, bro. That for show you how bad the situation was. It's crazy. Exactly, it was about development. And him never have to be about development. That is my thing. Amir arguments didn't have to be about development. Amir arguments could have do all of them do what the coach had do too. Him could have come and live at Iceland and only come back when the um and Jamaica have game, communicate with him players virtually, communicate with the federation virtually, communicate with him coaches virtually, come back a week before the window, blah, blah. He never afraid of all of that developmental thing there. But he was committed, bro. He was invested in Jamaica's future. He did actually want to be a part of the process. And again, it all comes back to the federation, bro. I mean, I know why them money just not go somewhere, bro. Why them money just not give somebody else the job, bro. You cannot get the job done. Remember, Sir P used to say a thing. I don't know if Sir P still a say it. Good way I know what Sir P. Is either you can do it or you don't want to do it. Either way, you needs to go, bro. If you have a job to do, by the way, people, we're on the road to 10K subscribers. If you're watching the show right now and you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. We understand the views kind of low tonight, but no watch the face. If you are watching and subscribe, hit the subscribe button. You know we got to work over here. Yeah, you have a task to do. The JFF have a task to do. Develop football in Jamaica. Push the sport forward. You get me? I said develop the talent, nurture the talent, get some academies going, improve the league, improve schoolboy football, improve grassroots football, get some good pitches in the country, get the stadiums. Well, the stadiums are probably the government, but work with the government to improve the stadiums, work with the government to improve the school programs, work with the government to improve female football. These are the things that the JFF supposed to do. I'm gonna talk about the national teams that are the success, you know. Competing be competitive in the Gold Cup for the women, be competitive in the Gold Cup for the men, be competitive in the Nations League for the men, be competitive with the under 17 championship, be competitive with the under 15 championship, be competitive in not even competitive, qualify to the World Cup because we have the talent to do it. Recruit properly. This is what the JFF is supposed to do. And how many of those things that I mentioned just now, the JFF actually get done? How many of those things the JFF actually get done? The local league get better, yes, but not on their merit. Oh, and Ilan them man, the Jamaica football, something, a JFPL or something like that. Them man, they do a phenomenal job. You get me? I say I push the thing forward. Grassroots I get better. You see no, you see the JFF push no academy project. You see the JFF have no grassroots program I run will actually make sense. You see the JFF a try improve the schoolboy football or I try to have a hand in a schoolboy football and I try to develop a consistent style of play and philosophy in Jamaica. You see them a try to create a football culture. No, them a try to do some hurry come up marketing whenever a game a come up for people come a game and that is what they want. Qualify for the World Cup, get the money. Bro, God like ugly bro. If you're not doing it the right way, it is not going to happen for you. As some you see it, brother. Is either they can do it, is either you can't do it or you don't want to do it. One of the two. And either way you got to go. So I feel like we reach at one point now, bro, and we really right now me I talk to a wall because I have no power. And we over here on YouTube we don't have no power. Just a comment on these things that we see. But it's either you can do it, brother, either you can't get the job done, or you don't want to get the job done. Either way, you got to go. Because the JFF is failing over and over and over, bro. And it's bigger than just qualifying for World Cup. This is bigger than just qualifying. We've made 2 World Cups, bro. Under 17 World Cup and a Senior Men's World Cup in a 1998, brother. You have to me saying that 28 years we've only made 2 World Cups. And we have so much talent in the country and even in diaspora, we only made 2. You tell me say over the years the local football just nah get better. The quality of the players just nah get better. The quality of the pitches just nah get better. Years and years we have to talk about JFF now the money. Years and years we have to talk about corruption in the JFF. How is it possible that a man can run? How is it possible that a man can run a club in the country and also be responsible for selecting the coach for the national team? That just don't make no sense, bro. I'm gonna think me gonna do a show. The next show me gonna do and talk about um the actual FIFA statute where mention the conflict of interest that should not exist. Probably I could do that maybe Saturday, probably Saturday morning or something. Maybe Sunday evening, maybe tomorrow morning. You see me? But it's just poor, bro. They're so inadequate, bro. It's just that they're just not good. Not good. We don't have good leaders. We don't have bright minds. We don't have bright ideas coming out. We don't have anything where push the sport forward. You see me? We really and truly don't have it. Well, I mean, I don't know what the solution. I don't know how we get there. But I kind of want to give me some solution too, you know. Don't get me wrong. I kind of want to give me some solution. But yes, I talk to them. I want to give me some solution. What is the solution? We can identify the problem all day long. We can identify, oh, Rudolph Speid not supposed to get the job. We can identify, oh, what is the solution though? Rudolph Speid not forget the job, but who forget the job? Who forget the job? Somebody tell me that in the comment section. Who do you want to get the job? We are identify the problem and we now have no solution. You see me? And that kind of frustrating to imagine the JFF there watch all the video, they watch all the live, you know, and them say, all right, him just there, a B2B2B2. What the solution? Oh, him not propose nothing. Let me know in the comment section or call in the show and make a reason a little bit. Um, the brand T, big up for your comment, them, my dog. The brand T, or is it the brand? Big up yourself. You actually talk to me in the comment section. We have all a reason, so big up yourself for that. Yeah, Grimmy was about development, but that just goes to show how frustrated he was. That for sure, yeah, brother. The man win 2 games to start the World Cup, and him know say we never gonna qualify. Him know. Him know say yo, there's no way we can have what we have. Him know the corruption we are going. Him know how. Me hear say yo, Grimmy did never want to suspend Liam Bailey, but the federation almost force him in a suspending Liam Bailey. Him didn't want to take back Liam Bailey and the federation a fight against it. Imagine, bro. Imagine. You suspend a player. See me? As a coach, you suspend the player. Then you are take back the player into your fold. Then the federation now say, you can't take it back. We are suspend him as the federation. Him can't represent Jamaica. The coach wants to let the man, you know. And then the JFF suspended Liam Bailey, you know. Brother, as a head coach, oh, you work with that. And those are the things that we know. So imagine the things that we don't know behind the scenes. But Grimmy did half left, bro. The corruption get to him, brother. Everybody have them anonymous selection. Everybody have something to say. Crazy, bro. Crazy. Is it exactly the brand? You know it go. Speid intentionally sabotage football. I don't think Speid intentionally sabotage football. And I know I do a video. Right after the game, I'm say, yo, I was going off. Me that crash right out, bro. I'm say, yo, Steve McLaren is a plant and him sabotage Jamaican football, blah 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 blah. Me just say that. Me just say that. Cuss and I rant. I don't actually think anybody has sabotaged Jamaican football. I don't think Speed is sabotaging Jamaican football. I don't think Mike Ricketts or the coaches or anybody has sabotaged Jamaican football. What I do think though is that they are just not good at their jobs, bro. It's not say them a sabotage. They're just not good at what them do. They're just not good. You see me? It's not sabotage. If you look for a man and him not do him job properly, you can question him his intention, right? So you can look on it and say, yo, him not intend for do good. Him have more ability, but him not use it. Him intentionally a sabotage a program. But you can also look on it and say, yo, maybe him just can't do better. And that me think of the problem we do right now. We think we just can't do better. I think we're just not good at our jobs, and we refuse whoever in the positions of power refuse to step aside and give somebody else a chance to do it. You see me? And unfortunately, they are being elected by parish representatives that, hey, we know the corruption go. We know how you scratch my back, I scratch you. They know that go. That's how I go on a Jamaican football, bro. And everybody know it. It's just that we can't necessarily do nothing about it. Unless we get somebody where want blow the whistle real quick. Pause. So the parish associations, delegates, and stakeholders have to take action against the JFF. That's the only part. That's the only part. The fans don't really have no power, bro. You can protest, you can boycott, you can do all of that. Them no make the money from the fans anyway. Them no make the money from the games anyway. You get me? I say so. That now gonna move the needle. The parish associations, which have representatives on the board, I guess them can move the needle. They're on the board. Them involved in the voting process. Them I guess them control who come in and out of the federation. So them can make a difference, but they are not good at their job. We not understand. Demand them inadequate, bro. So imagine you are look upon somebody that is not good at their job to do their job properly. Demand them just not good at them job, and they shouldn't be in the position in the first place. And we are look for them to do the right thing. You just now got, bro. I kind of give up on that charge there. Right now, I just hope for the best. And hope say somehow we just win in spite of what they're doing. We win in spite of them, not because of them. We're definitely not going to win because of them, but we'll win in spite of them. You see me? I and I is getting a call. My general.
Good night, sir.
Oh, go on, oh, go on. Me dey live. You know me dey live.
See the on
Yeah, my people in my area too, so those who don't know, you know for say. I tell you the truth.
the light.
Where are
No,
you
like
doing?
I say everything on for say, man. I got one here, man.
Alright, oh, go on.
I say good night, this and that sports
Where you sound so
fans
low?
them.
Oh, no, you're good, you're good, you're
Mm,
good. You're good, you're good.
mm.
I need to turn on my microphone.
Oh.
Yeah, where
Yeah,
you
man,
say
you
now?
know, say, me dey them on, so me have to listen to the live and hear what you have to say and something there. But yeah, I talk about the conflict of interest, and we need to be more specific and point it out to the people them why and
Mm,
how the conflict of interest come in with Rudolph Speed
yeah.
and Craig Butler in particular. Why them to me they automatically disqualify from coaching any national team.
You know, so the other day,
Any.
me that read the actual statute. Me I go try to pull it up back. But even on the face of it, bro, even on the face of it, even if you don't understand what FIFA say about it, because the truth is FIFA can't really do much about it. There's not a clear thing with a punishment where say if you do this, we can do this. You get me? I say it's up
Yeah.
to the federation. But there is something within their bylaws or whatever we say, oh, nobody should be in a position of power if you can benefit financially, blah blah. Me that read it the other day. But in terms of explicitly saying, oh, if you coach a team, you cannot
No.
coach a national team, or if you own a club, you cannot coach the team, or if you own a club, you can't bip on the board. There is no nothing in FIFA rules that say that. It's just that you have to
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
imply the,
No,
the
yeah,
conflict
yeah,
of interest.
but it's simple. It's not only like saying owning a team,
Yeah,
right? It's the fact that the FIFA say if you are there to benefit financially from the from that position, you
yeah,
are there to benefit financially. So by you owning a team, And there are certain criteria where the national team is concerned. If you have players playing into the national team and play a certain amount of cap, then you're eligible to get a contract in England,
Yeah.
that player. And contract not free in England. And the money are going to come directly in a Speid pocket. So what is to stop Speid from give his player more opportunity in the national team to reach that quota? Them not have to play in the Premier League, you know. And people don't understand. Because I figure more or less a lot of people just look for say, oh, them now go play, them you know make no sense because them now go play in the Premier League or them probably now go play in the Championship
Hold
or
on.
them
So
probably now
so
go play in the
pause
League.
pause real quick. Let me read the actual um FIFA code of ethics. So under the FIFA code of ethics, the rules, these are what the rules say. So under the FIFA code of ethics, individuals must avoid conflict of interest. A conflict of interest can arise when someone has private or personal interests, financial interests in a club that could influence how they
Mm.
perform their football related duties. For example, coaching a national team. People bound people bound by the code, including coaches, must disclose such interests. If there is a conflict of interest, they may need to recuse themselves or take steps depending on the situation. So that is literally Rudolph Speed. If you like, a picture supposed to be beside of this with Rudolph Speed face, bro, there's a blatant conflict of interest, and the fact that it is being ignored shows how
Yeah.
incompetent this JFF is.
No,
So, so
and
continue upon your point. After I read that,
this are the problem I have with what you call them mainstream media. Them just a edge around the situation, but them not come up straightforward. I have a lot of announcer. I mean, some of them deep in the football understand, know the laws. I hear the first one me hear really read out the
in a
bylaws of
in a
FIFA.
in a hard to find.
No, but me say I mean no, it's not hard to find. I mean no, enough of them know. I mean enough of them know that there's a conflict of interest. But this how you call name. It come like you know when you say a man just a bad up a thing,
Yeah,
I would have speed that.
bro. Hey, watch an interview today. Not for cut it. May I come back to your point? Remember the conflict of interest point you want to make, right? Bro, may I watch an interview
Mm-hmm.
today with Oral Tracy upon the fix. And the man I say, yo, him a talk to a farmer board member from the JFF. And the board member tell him how deep Rudolph Speed Power running at the JFF. That he's a part of the financial board, he's a part of the technical committee, and essentially he's the de facto president where football decisions are concerned. So anything where anything football is concerned, them a call Speed before they make a decision. How? This man owns and operates a club in the country. How? How? That makes no sense, bro. The man come like him
I
just
mean,
him a the de facto president.
yeah, and as we said before, him just body it up and take it
Mhm.
because the president is just our soft soap.
Weak leadership, man.
While Rudolph Speed should have been the yes man to the president are the yes man to Rudolph Speed.
Oh wow.
Because Mr. Ryan read something there on Elite Sports, read something from a player, right?
Hmm.
The player can just hate Rudolph Speed, but it are the player, so them have
Yeah,
more inside information and everything.
yeah,
So the vote for put Rudolph Speed as the interim coach actually come out and him fail.
yeah,
I mean, you say him just after it reached to the president, said no. The rest of committee members said no, and it reached to the president. When it reached to the president and him said no, and the president himself said, boy, no, this not look good. I mean,
yeah.
you said the man them said Rudolph Speed just cut two and say, oh, him a coach a team, and then shortly after president say, yeah, take it.
Where is it? Him say yo, una can't tell me no.
Yeah. I just walk out, left them and say, yo, and
Allegedly,
me I
by
do
the
it.
way. Allegedly.
Allegedly. I'm telling you, say I hear me here. So
Yeah.
me never tell a man say, oh, me know say me hear somebody read the something on another sports program
And
and
him and
say
him
enough
and him and him so essentially them have them board meeting about who matter of
at
fact.
them board meeting.
Bro, like
The board
you are a
meeting,
part.
the
Hold
mhm.
on there. You are a part of the board. You're a part of the JFF. You have a powerful position in the JFF, right?
No, him at the head of the
In a
technical
technical
committee.
committee, but I'm assuming him
Mhm.
also in a board meetings. I'm assuming he's a part of the
Yeah,
board. Just assume. I'm a part of the financial
yeah,
committee. He's a powerful figure in the executive. Even if I just him
mhm,
not supposed to do me, I just assume same did it. And them have a
mhm.
conversation about who's supposed to be the interim head coach or manager for the team. Just the sheer audacity what this man have to even suggest himself. Remember, you know, are you select the last two fielding coaches, you know? Are you are the technical
Eh,
advisor to a fielding coach, you know? How dare you suggest yourself? How dare you?
me,
First,
me, me,
how you suggest yourself, and then how do you be mad when they're saying you're not supposed to get? I don't. This
yeah,
actually baffles me, you know?
yeah. Me tell you, yeah, well, from day one, I, I, I was against the fact that um just the other day, even being on the technical committee,
Yeah.
owning the club, not a coach, but
Hmm.
owning the club. Me not think it right,
No, you
but
can't,
because
right?
that is just appearance. But
Mm.
then at the end of the day, him said, can remember, the talk was the boy, I'm not saying nothing wrong with it because at the end of the day, him don't have the final decision. That's his word
Yeah.
back then.
Yeah.
The coach have the final decision. That means him not see where no conflict of interest is. Can just say, but the coach have the final word.
Yeah.
So based upon your word in the past, come now today, and you gonna tell me, say no, you have the final decision. So, but then you said there wasn't a conflict of interest because the final decision with the coach whether I want to pick the player or don't pick the player. So it couldn't be a conflict of interest because
Yeah.
that was it. But now that you have the final decision now, what changes? That it's not a conflict of interest. What changes? Can remember in the past him said that clearly pan sport program said the final decision is not with him. So you know see how that be a conflict of
But
interest.
what people don't understand is that a conflict of interest is just a potential threat, right? So you hear say something going down the road, you hear say it a go on. You not go down there, you not see say it happen. There's no active threat to you yet, but there's a potential threat. To act on that,
Yeah, yeah.
to act on that conflict of interest now, as you that tell me the other day, that past conflict of interest now, that is no corruption. Conflict of
Yeah,
interest
man,
is
a
just the
corruption no man.
possibility of corruption. That is
Yeah,
conflict of
man.
interest.
Yeah, it reached now in the state there now, man.
Yeah,
And it
once it
wrong.
pass it, once it pass, once you are in the position now and you're acting on the conflict of interest, is no corruption. You shouldn't even be in the position to have the conflict of interest in the first place. So I understand that people are
I,
saying, yo, no man, hey, look, no Cavaliers playing in the team for how long? I understand. But there's an apparent conflict of interest and now what is going to stop him right now from selecting Cavaliers? Are the coach responsible for team selection, you know? Even if he's not going to
yeah,
select the
no,
players, what is going to stop
remember,
him?
remember in the past him said it's not a conflict of interest because the final decision comes down to the coach.
Yeah.
Now he's the coach. What changes now to remove that conflict of interest?
I couldn't tell you.
Eh?
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah. I'm gonna get back to make people understand clearly as me that say me that try to explain this on another program the other day. But obviously people now gonna be for say, oh yeah, come out directly and I say it's like he want point himself already. So what we can do about it? Yeah, we're gonna talk about it and we're gonna
We
tell him
just
what's
have a
it
thought.
wrong.
There's not much to do about it, if me a bit honest.
Yeah, but let's not allow him to be comfortable. Because that's the only reason why Craig Butler can come now, and say, yo, him a coach national team too, and him and I try throw a hat in the ring and say, yeah, him can and whatever, I cannot and all these things.
Yeah,
Because if Rudolph Speed do it, I can do it too.
yeah.
In the position, in my Rudolph Speed basically in the same position. They are owners of club.
Hmm.
They are bet they are stand to benefit financially from players from them club that can go through the national team. Because now, let's just say a Desmond McKenzie or Forbes or one of real speed player, they may not good enough to play in the Premier League or the Championship or League One, League Two, but they can play in a League Three.
Hmm.
And you play in a League Three, and a free, you go send the player out there. So just let's say we can send five a Cavaliers player go play somewhere in the League Three over there. So what does Desmond McKenzie maybe can play in a League Three in England? Forbes are one of them defender there, and then you can say £100,000 transfer fee. give them a certain amount of running in the national side, that's straight in the league three them down.
Yeah.
I would have Speed that with £100,000 in my pocket.
Mm-hmm.
How much millions Jamaican dollar?
I we now say him I go do it. I'm just saying
No, I'm
what is
not
to
saying him
stop
now,
him from
but
doing
he's
it.
in the position. Yeah, he's in the position to do it.
Right.
And if him in a and nobody can stop him from doing that. If him
Uh-uh.
feel like Alton Cavaliers player, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
What are we going to do? If you put Craig Butler out and you feel like full it up a Phoenix Suns player, what are we going to do?
Can't do
So,
nothing.
so, so, so no, so may I try to say, as and I'm here you say something again. Pan the something there. In truth and in fact, he may coach two Premier League, a couple championship Premier League champion.
Yeah.
But then when you look at it,
A beer pitney.
remember, Rudolph Speed was one of those who were putting quota on our young players because he wanted to develop our young players through the national team.
Yeah.
And you own a club. That means you're not doing a good job.
Say that again. Say that again.
They were putting a quota on how much young players from overseas can come to the side because they are saving some spot for the locals,
Yeah.
the homegrown talent them,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And your club full up of so much young superstar. So you're saying you're saving a spot in the national team to bring in local club player. Even if them not good enough, 7 of them have to go fit. So if we can find 23 better player overseas, we're not going to take the 23 better. We have to go put 7, we have to see if 7 or 8 spot for player we play in our league down here.
Uh-huh.
It's not a given. Our Rudolph Speed recommendation that,
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to take up spot and just give the player when not really earn it or not really qualify for the position there. So that simply means you're not even doing a good job with your youngster them either. And you
Right.
shouldn't have no fear.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
shouldn't have
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
fear.
Yeah.
When you as a coach, manager, coach, director, everything in the club, when a youth program call up, because your coach, your club coach to every level, national level. When a youth program call up, you're supposed to have full of Cavaliers. Our Cavaliers player they're supposed to do it. And we're not supposed to ask them do it because of Speed. We're
Yeah.
supposed to actually look and say, um, yeah man. You know, like when you hear Phoenix Sun
Which
people,
which which
even
was
though
one of
they
the
may
case
say something,
which was the case one at the time, There was I don't remember if it was an under 17 team or an under something team. And it did a big remember who was the captain? It was under 17 and when name Reed. Reed was the captain of the team and he full up of Cavaliers man and Ronaldo Bennett in the team and Keanu Jackson in the team and be a Cavaliers youngster.
yeah.
And we are saying, yeah, that makes
And,
sense.
and where are they now? That's again.
No,
That's again.
me not talk about them.
But
Me I
then,
say
but
to
I
your
talk about
point.
no,
I'm
but that,
agreed with you. I'm agreed
to
with
your
you.
point, no. Yeah. No, but this supposed to be the situation.
It should.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have
And
to
you know the funny
protect
thing
them
about
to
it,
get them
you know
there.
the funny thing about it is that most are Craig Butler player, not every one of them. Most are Craig Butler player them.
Hmm.
You know them from 9 and 10 and 11 and 12.
Yeah.
Most of Rudolph Speed player come from high school, down there so as a superstar, down there so used to play in a club, down there so and come over Speed over here so.
Hmm.
And he take the player from try big off a man superstar player.
Yeah, but
Rudolph Speed no
remember say
develop nothing no
yeah,
Cavaliers
yeah,
neither.
but Rudolph Speed no boast for develop nobody. Him never tell us him this great developer of talent. Him tell us he's a good coach. So my always hear Craig Butler say that, but me I say Rudolph Speed no come and boast, say him develop nobody. So me can't even knock him, say him no develop nobody, because that is not his MO. Him is
Well,
a,
well, 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 well,
to be fair,
well,
me just
well,
be
that are
fair.
true.
Me just be fair.
Yeah, but that are true. But stop talk about the X amount of talent that is here.
Hmm.
And you're not doing anything about it.
Yeah.
You take them, you wind them up. How much are Rudolph Speed player them overseas? A player in any significant club.
A couple,
Championship,
not a lot, but a couple, and not in any
championship.
significant, not in any significant league.
No, yeah, that may I say, yeah, no, but that may I talk about.
Hmm.
That's a lot,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Some of them over there, you don't even know say them overseas. The only reason I know say them overseas is because they not play for Cavaliers.
Yeah.
I'm only talk about it. I mean, a Jamaican. I'm only talk about Rudolph Speed because, as you say, well, maybe film job for just
Yeah,
find
him,
them, take
him
them,
probably not.
use
Yeah,
them, what, wind them out and send them go wherever, and then when them done ring them out and then dry enough, and just say, yo, you can move on over there. So him not care. That is the reason why I have a problem because this man is only financially driven.
you know, see, that's why people are gonna say people are gonna, now gonna trust him and bring up the where that the conflict of interest and the corruption point because they must say you just care
Mm.
about selling your players. We know that not change. How we know see you now gonna have the same MO the while you're the head coach or while you're the director of the technical committee or blah 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 blah. I understand it. Me can't fight
If
that.
Rudolph Speed should qualify them for the World Cup now, you think him gonna get the job for coach in the World Cup? And him say him only are responsible for the two team, the two something the World Cup now.
Brother,
How you gonna tell him we qualify them after the 2 years?
no
Say
but big man
him not
thing.
responsible for them in the World
Big
Cup.
man thing, brother. We have a meeting about who is supposed to, and people may have the FIFA Code of Ethics 2020 edition on the screen. May I go to the articles people can't take interest, but we just read a little bit. Listen, brother, this is so crazy. Brother, I tell you, Jamaican football is like a soap opera now. How can we be having a board meeting and we are suggest say you are gonna be the assistant coach of Miguel Coley, or we are suggest who will be the head coach, and because you now get the favorable position, you walk out of the meeting and run for run away now. How we go from you
Mm.
walking out of the meeting to you being the head coach now? Are who
Yeah.
them people there? Are way up on them people there? Honestly,
Mm.
what way up on them where how can you go from walking out of a meeting? Imagine if we go corporate, say you have a business and we have a board meeting at the business, that we say who's supposed to be whatever, who's supposed to be the new CEO. The CEO has stepped down and we need a new CEO. And the person that was the general manager knows so they want to be the CEO. And because we have said no, here we're gonna bring in a CEO from outside. The general manager walk out of the board meeting and slam the door. You know, say him no longer have a job in the company there.
Well, in the JFF, it's a different story.
No, me understand,
No,
but me I say, how can
you
that
get
be possible?
promotion. You get promotion in the JFF, in the Jamaica Football Federation. Are you doing that? You get a promotion.
They come like the man them afraid. Come like him have something upon them, brother.
Yeah.
Come like the man have
No,
something upon
no,
them.
no. First to comment. All right, I'm gonna show you a little thing. Remember before then, I don't know if him say it. I don't remember if him say it or Algrim say it. Say him respect Rudolph Speed football in mind and him talk a lot and him take a lot of Rudolph Speed idea. That is the reason why Rudolph Speed now becomes the I think Rudolph Speed said say yeah them talk a lot and him say yeah.
Yeah.
So when all of these things is said inside of the space that him respect your ideas them your football in mind and all of them take a thing there and then now you becomes the advisor to him. You
Hmm.
no longer can look for me, the public, now and tell me, say, he no must listen to me.
Yeah.
Because he was already listening to you before he even becomes the advisor.
Yeah.
So now your excuse are going to be, he no must listen to me, you only can tell him and him not have to listen to what me have to say. So why, in the first place, you're there, you were there with him, talking to him and know all of these things. You must have known that this man take your advice.
Yeah.
So in order to make things official, so you can now be a part of the team, the traveling with the team, so you can advise the coach and all of them little things. And now it fail. You feel big time too,
Of course.
You feel big time too. So me know
Of
why you come and
course.
come tell people say him no must listen to you. Like say, yo, enough things but tell him and him not listen to me.
Yeah.
Until you can come out and say, yo, somebody tell himself to take off something in at the 10th minute of the game and him never do it or whatever the case may be. You can't say before somebody listen to you and then after the fact you have to say him no must listen to you.
Hmm.
You understand what I
When
say?
both are
Cause it's
respect
saying
each
on the
other
space,
so much.
yeah, when both of you respect each other so much. That simply means say, when me walk out at this meeting with me and you, there must be an understanding that we come to some agreement to say, yeah, we're gonna do it the way here, as my advisor.
Hmm.
You see me? Cause remember, it's not like most people know them advisor and them trust them advisor.
Right.
You get me?
Yeah.
So to me, it's the advisor can say, I'm advising wrong, I'm advising man, he never listen to me, and stuff like that. But you cannot come from a position where you and the person is been there for over a year now. You and the person attack, and then you appoint yourself in the position at this late stage, and the company really now come say him no must listen to you as an
Hmm.
advisor.
Yeah.
Me not gonna take that, brother.
Uh-uh. Well, Andy, let me get to the quote. I don't know if most people ever actually see the FIFA document. So if you look on the screen, you're seeing the FIFA document. It's the FIFA Code of Ethics, it's the 2020 edition. I think it's the most recent edition. May I go to Article 19? Which part? So conflict of interest is Article 19. So we are go. We just want to do this pan the screen so on a seat. So nobody can see them know the article after this. Article 19 we are going to scroll to. And we are going to read it. You are read the entire article. Hopefully it's not too long, because means a boy not too
And
long, a long reader.
and that sorry, you couldn't get a lawyer upon it because sometimes some little word here and there for dissect it and tell them
Explain
exactly.
the jargon. In a long
Yeah,
one, in a long
explain
one. I mean, I
all the
think it
details.
complicated. All right, here we go.
Mm.
Um, so Article 19, which deals with conflict of interest. Everybody has see it. Make us see what I got. So conflict of interest. Persons bound by this code shall not perform their duties, in particular preparing or partaking in the taking of a decision, in situations in which an existing or potential conflict of interest might affect such performance. A conflict of interest arises if a person bound by this code has or appears to have secondary interests that could influence their ability to perform his duties with integrity in an independent and purposeful manner. Secondary interests include, but are not limited to, gaining any possible advantage for the persons bound by the code themselves or related parties as defined in the code. Before being elected, appointed, or employed, persons bound by this code shall disclose any relationship or interest that could lead to situations of conflict of interest in the context of their prospective activities. Persons bound by this code shall not perform their duties, in particular preparing or participating in the decision of in the taking of a decision in situations in which there is danger that a conflict of interest might affect such performance. Any such conflict shall be immediately disclosed and notified to the organization for which the person bound by this code performed his duties. Two things make a mention in that. Two things more I mention in that. One, one, it's all I need to do is disclose and notify the organization of a conflict of interest.
Hmm.
But morally, and just from a common sense standpoint, the man them say you're not supposed to have no secondary interest, which means if your primary interest is the being the head coach or the technical director or the technical advisor for the or the when I, you know again the director for the technical committee,
Yeah,
if that is your primary interest, your secondary spirit has been secondary interest would be owning and operating a club in the same country that you're the head coach of. That is a blatant conflict of interest, and those can clearly impact how you do your
yeah.
decision making. Clearly, bro. Your stand to gain, it's a your stand is not limited to gaining any possible advantage for the person bound by this code. That means, Rudolph Speed, if there is any way that you stand to gain possible advantage from this conflict of interest or from this new position, you have to remove yourself, brother. It is
Yeah.
clear as day. The conflict of interest. This is the code of conduct, people. This is what FIFA says about having a conflict of interest. This is clear as day. The fact say, me I wonder if like the president know the article, if he know the code of conduct, because how can you know this and like not do anything about it? That is just mind blowing to me. How can you?
Yeah,
It
because nobody is
crazy,
going to
brother.
challenge it. And in the space like this mainstream media, them are gonna
Brother, the thing say,
swipe over it.
The thing say a conflict of interest arises if a person bound by this code or appears to have secondary interest that could influence his ability to perform his duties. It never say it. It never say it. affect him ability, it say could affect his ability.
Could affect him. Yeah.
If it affect your ability, it pass conflict of interest. That means say you're corrupt.
Yeah.
Could affect. This is crazy. The fact of the matter, the fact that like this is not even a bigger issue is a problem. Because the truth is, as you rightfully put it, what is to stop Mr. Speid from making the thing? Like we know him now gonna do it. I will know say him.
This is the problem we have with
No, but
we keep on saying it.
we
No,
know
no, me know,
what
I know,
is to
me know.
stop him
But
though.
me, what me say me, me talk myself.
What
We
is to
keep
stop him?
on saying like we know say Speed, we know for facts saying nah go
No,
do
no
it.
seeing human being not do that. No good, no
You
right,
see, me I
no
say,
no no right
but guess what?
man that
Him
they
no
right mind
must
not do
put,
that.
him no must bring um 8 Cavaliers player, you know. But who is to stop him? Right now we have a midfield problem. Who is to stop him from say, here what make you get Denzel McKenzie, the
Mhm.
number 10 here.
Hold on, hold
And then
on,
when you go say,
hold on. Actually, it never done. It never done. It never done. The article never done. Let me read the fourth part of the article. Listen, ready again, people. Never done. I hope you not enjoy my reading because we really are go through it tonight. The violation of this article, which is Article 19, which deals with conflict of interest, violation of this article shall be sanctioned with an appropriate fine of at least, me don't know what the currency there, I think a franc, 10,000, as well as a ban on taking part in any football related activities for a maximum of 2 years. In serious cases and or in the case of repetition, a ban on taking part in any football related activity may be pronounced for a maximum of 5 years. FIFA actually can step in.
yeah, FIFA can step in, but if nobody says anything, FIFA, I figure more or less somebody would have to bring the matter to FIFA.
Yeah. And Cesare, so Cesare said, but he is going to ask to prove that it could. No, no. Well, I guess a panel would have probably have a discussion about how he could benefit, and that is common sense. How could you tell me now? How could the man that is responsible for selecting the coach? How could that man that also owns a club with players on his payroll? How could that man benefit from handpicking the coach that is supposed to pick the players to represent the country? You tell me how that man could benefit. You tell me say them can't meet in our back room and discuss say yo if me get the job you have to select 2 Cavaliers players every window. That I know rocket science. So that
Yeah,
is
forget
that
the
is
job, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, forget the job, yeah. This is a
This is a way
situation.
of it, and that I could benefit. I'm
Yeah,
not saying he's doing it. You just need to be in a position where you could benefit. Now he's the head
yeah.
coach and he's also the owner of a club. You tell me that he could not benefit from that. You tell me say him can't just wake up one day and say yo Cavaliers with the Caribbean Club Championship. Me I go select me world 26. Yo, I'm in a business. You tell me say that is not could. I'm not saying he would.
Hmm.
Could.
Yeah. Hmm.
Conflict of interest all
Hmm.
day, every day.
Yeah.
All day, every
Every day,
single
all
day.
the time.
Every
You see
single
me?
day.
But
And
this
first
probably
me
you have
read
to
this
go
like
read
this,
further on more our way ever now to find out what can you do in order to highlight these things to FIFA so FIFA can take it up.
Uh-huh. I need to read
Probably
all of the
FIFA now go to
document still, because
probably FIFA now go to jump in it. So
this interesting.
you get me? Yeah.
Yeah.
But me know the fact of the matter is me just know the conflict is there. Me I tell a man say the fact that when he appoint himself the interim coach, it moved from a potential or appearance to know a conflict. The only thing left for him to do now is to call in 1 or 2 or 3 Cavaliers player inside of the team.
As I
And
said,
then
me
all
not
him have
think
to
him going
prove
do
to
that.
say justified.
Me,
Yeah.
I
No,
am
me
say
say
me tell you
all
my
left is for that
intention.
to happen.
I'm gonna tell you my intention. Me not there so I talk about this because I hate without speed. That is, I don't care about the guy if me be totally
No,
honest.
no, no.
My reason for doing this and calling it out like this is because I have a duty to call out the JFF when integrity is not being held. We have a duty to have these
Ex-
conversations. You get me? I say
exactly.
I am not saying Rudolph
Exactly.
Speed is
That's
going to do it. It's not even about Rudolph Speed. But if I did me, who say me have integrity about me? Who say if me get the job next time, and if you set the precedent for Rudolph Speed can be the head coach, that means any other club owner can come be the head coach now. And then who said them man they have the right decisions and make the right decisions in those positions.
That
So it's not
that
about
that are
Rudolph
that
Speed.
that are the thing where me
It's
I
not.
try
It's
when you
never
see me
about
at talk
Rudolph
and I
Speed.
deal with it. These are the thing me I try eliminate, is that let's not put it out there to make other owners feel like them can now becomes a president or becomes a certain position
Hmm.
inside the well, probably president is okay because you still have to deal with the coach, and the coaching supposed to separate and apart from who I want to pick, not who you want me to pick. And at the end of
Yeah,
the day, if you have a strong coach, a coach has his reputation,
yeah,
and him now go make because of you over here, so I say, yo, I need X, Y, Z, A, B, C. It ruin him reputation.
right.
You get me? So at the end of the day, we can say, okay, then the final decision comes down to the coach. So you can be a president, you can be a whatever the case may be. And I don't think a majority shareholder in our club supposed to even run for president the Jamaica Football Federation.
Hmm.
You get me? I say,
Yeah.
I don't even think that
Wait, so you think is an independent? You want me need for do some work. Me need to find out who are the president of the other FAs. Me need to find out what for them connections. Cause maybe this is maybe this is a thing in a world football where me I think about it now and it kind of hard to find a great football mind in a Jamaica right now that is not connected to a club or an academy or a school in a some way.
no, you're connected to a club or academy or whatever the case may be. Yes, that is different from owning it.
In a
You
yeah
may run an academy. You may run an academy. All right. So, for instance, Craig Butler own Phoenix and whatever it is. But the coaches them are Phoenix and Craig Butler paid them.
yeah
So if they should have leave now and gone to do another job somewhere else, like gone and coach the team, them can Craig Butler can easily remove them from him something there, him fee him put him have him in books.
yeah them there
So
can
them
be a point where they're no longer affiliated with the academy and some.
with Craig, same thing with any coaches in Jamaica. They have
Hmm.
they have been employed to coach whatever Premier League team. So if now them get employed to the national team, them no longer on the books of whichever Premier League team them have. So them not have no interest down the road.
Hmm.
Because when them leave the national team, that no means them are going to end up back at Waterhouse. Or them are going to end up back at Tivoli Yard.
Yeah,
Them can leave this and end up at some other club different from the one they were.
yeah,
So that's a different story. But when you own the club now, whether you're in or out, are your club. You own it unless you sell it to somebody else, you no longer own it.
yeah,
So we have to be careful when we deal with those positions. That's a boy, somebody will own a club down there or whatever. No, you may not think that's right. I don't think it's right because you own a club and you're there. I think you're going to want all, all the great things for your club.
yeah. Even subconsciously.
Yeah.
So
You're
hold
gonna try
on.
and push to ensure say your club.
So Cesare say, I am not for speed, but to argue this, there needs to may I assume say yes, it needs to be proof. A man could be in a position to do conflict of interest, but until he does an act that would consider conflict of interest. No, we don't wait for you to do act. If it, that and that's how the court of law work. You know, wait for do a act. You
That
watch her
that
now,
that
watch her,
that
watch
can
her,
come down to corruption now, man.
watch her now. If say me have a case versus you, Cesare, both of we can't use the same lawyer, you know, because there's a conflict of interest. Even if the lawyer now go bring back the news to you or bring the news to me, there's a conflict of interest. Even subconsciously, that lawyer cannot represent both of us well. Him can't have both our best interests at the same time. Even if, even if him not do nothing yet, even if him now go take your information and piece it up with mine and Ray and Tay and even if him now go do it or even if him not do it yet, he cannot be both of our lawyers because there's a conflict of interest. So you now have to do nothing for the conflict of interest exists. As I tell you earlier, the conflict of interest is a potential threat. You don't need to do anything. There's a and them admit this already. I remember when Dennis Chung did come on YouTube and come say him agree. There's an apparent conflict of interest, but Rudolph Speed is a man of integrity and he won't do this and he won't do that. I don't
That's
care about
exactly what
Rudolph
I say.
Speed.
For
I
them
don't
word,
care.
and at the end of the day, them did say the final decision comes down to the coach to select who we want to select, because they were saying that.
Yeah,
So you know the same back them time they were saying that,
yeah,
but now it reached a situation where he makes the final decision.
yeah.
And who is to stop another player to say, another player on the side to say, hey, a true walk. He may call Denzel McKenzie, which probably be the best person on the field, but other player over this, and I'm gonna say a true a cover a him own Cavaliers.
Of course, 100% them are gonna say that.
3, 4 players say, yo, me know me better than the player. They are three own Cavaliers, and then guess what? It a go start bring a different vibes.
Yeah,
And him no longer can say, listen me, I never select the player there.
yeah.
Him can't say that
But
no more.
a two game still, so I don't think that we'll have this problem long
But
term.
who is the if you put yourself in the position, if you body it up, um, as me say, as a hearsay, let's say him body it up and take it. Who is to stop him from coach 3 more games in the World Cup?
Yeah,
And who is to stop him from signing himself to a 2-year contract with one bag of thing? If you fire me before the 2 year up, you have to go pay me up, whatever the case may be, all these year-lock thing inside it. So within the 2 year period, them can just do whatever I want to do. Who is to stop him from move on from there?
yeah,
If I hear, I don't know what true it is, say the president is not with it, and him not agree with it based upon the appearance. But at the end of the day, the man say, oh, me I go do it, and it appointed. When it reached the other stage, who is to stop him from not
yeah,
wanting to be on the big stage?
yeah, yeah. It have to be
So
it
we
have to
don't
be
need,
independent, man.
yeah, we don't need for reach us and say it's only 2 games, and that's what all they do. That way all they do, you know. And that's how we stay as Jamaica. We go so me just little bit say somebody come and fix your road, and them go so boom and patch half of the road and do patch the next half, and you say over the next half, and somebody go tell you say you should have be grateful because me patch half of the road.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I say?
Yeah.
Me no
I don't think it right.
like how we settle too much. Oh, it's only 2 games. We settle too much, brother.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
we don't speed it in a different position or anything, and right now I don't even care who them they want to put for coach team. Apart from something that I go down in the next 2 games.
Yeah.
I really don't even care much. But it's just a principle behind
I
it.
principle
You
man.
know, just do things. Yeah.
I principle of it.
Right now, I say the way you Theodore with more coach right now, you could probably take up Theodore and put, because Theodore wasn't my favorite coach for the Jamaica team. I can tell you one thing, though,
Tapa get
I'm
him
one
fair
of my
share, man.
favorite. He's one of my favorite player.
Tapa get him
But
fair
as a
share already,
coach,
man.
you get what I say? No, but
Yeah.
if you put Tapa in this one, Tapa even go on him field or whatever the case may be, and go back up Mount Pleasant, I wouldn't care. Yeah, get Tapa a try. Why not?
Yeah. Yeah.
If we give Steve McLaren a try, why can't give back Tapa
Yeah,
again?
but that would I feel like we are swim backwards.
Eh?
That would I feel like we
We
are swim
already gone
backwards.
backwards. Brother, we already
No, I
gone
agree,
backwards.
but we can't. Rudolph Speed is the coach. There's nothing we can do about it now. We just have to talk about
No,
it and bring
no,
highlight
yeah.
to the situation.
No,
But
the moment we not qualify, with a coach we know never good for a man, Remember, when McLaren come out, people never agree with it,
yeah,
We just work with it,
we
We
just
just
work with
try
it.
and tolerate it,
Yeah,
So we not qualifying, we're going backwards, Because we know down the road where we are going. The fact that we do so poorly in the Gold Cup and still come out with him. You see, that's why I tell you, say we not take certain things for granted, This group is so easy, so we can't, really matter. Him can't absolutely do nothing for
yeah.
mess it up. Him can't do nothing for mess it up.
Take it
But
for
I mean,
granted, yes.
me not believe in them things, brother. So you know me, Rush. You know, see certain things. Me not
Me say,
believe in a certain
brother,
things, brother.
that
I
team
just
should
feel
have
like if
qualified,
decision, I just feel
Jaja.
like if man showed for cut, it for cut.
Yeah,
How does that am I believe? It cannot be a situation where somebody just him just not perform. It just not look good.
Yeah.
We may never go to the player when you're higher him. So I think you probably got a couple senior player. I mean, I think you need no something if you say boy you do this. Right now, me actually sure so you know go to the player and say yo me I go they want to think. You they ask them when you do want to fire the coach. But no, my client for go man. Cause you know say if you ever put somebody in the place to play, them I go work with it.
Yeah. But me, I wonder that
See?
is a conversation we need to have too. How are these players going to take the disappointment, especially when them hear say, I don't know people, but we are here say from multiple people now. Actually, me hear it said on YouTube. I'm actually hear it on an interview with Oral today. Say yo, when Speed realize him now I get the job, I walk out of the meeting. When the players them hear all them thing there, how you gonna react to that as a player? How that man there you
No, but
gain your respect in a
before
one
this
window?
even happened, before this even happened, my understanding is that about 68 players are already in the camp already. I
Y-
disagree with all of that.
Yeah,
And then yeah, and then no, then me no, I tell you some here on Ryan. I read some text. Can go back and look on Ryan show them. I read must about three or some text. You know, call the name still, but those are texts coming from players. I tell you
yeah.
how them feel disapprove of Rudolph Speed appointment. I
Hmm.
mean, so there are others.
But you have to work with it still.
No, them are gonna work with it.
Hmm.
But what you want more going into these two games is not for work with it.
No, I believe you
I mean,
want.
I want no man go look for no player and say, boy, your player them are professional enough, so them should understand and them now them to be a professional and all of that. Everybody have feelings, brother.
Yeah, you know want to work with it now. You want belief. You want
You
you
want
want yeah.
believe,
You
you
want
want
somebody with
trust,
them
you
I go
want
fight
motivate,
for.
you want somebody out there and say, listen me, this is. I can't remember enough of these players is not even them not like the JFF.
Not at
They don't
all.
like enough player
Them
sleeping
just
at
a
the
take it.
JFF. They don't.
Them just a
Then
take
just
it for the
them a
cause.
work with it already. With them
Yeah,
already I do it already. I
yeah,
work with it and try to be a professional and come and put where them can put on the field. A lot of them not like what I go on. Now we know that too. Everybody know that. So oh no, you're gonna put somebody there and tell them say them just need to be a professional and come out,
mm-mm.
come work with this.
The players just ignore
Because
the issues just because they want to qualify for the World Cup. But no, it's like you
when you
have
ask,
pylon.
mhm, in a professional world, when you're asking people to do things like this, them are gonna do it because of them jobs, so them are gonna do it. But you know what it take? Just one little bit anything for a man kiss him teeth.
No lie.
And say, yo, come like a waste me, I waste my time, you know.
Already
And
frustrated
then
from
my man
morning.
shoulder just drop. Because remember, say, I try for work with it, you know. See, nowadays, everybody I talk about them not have the qualification, them not have this. Because me also, I think, me don't know if that reach Carl Brown too. But me think Carl Brown as a man, Carl Brown, a man because right now the players, them not, me don't know how much coaching them are gonna need in the next two games.
And how much
Them are gonna
coaching
need
them can
more.
get.
Can get them are gonna need somebody who can motivate them and somebody where them will play for. Them will need a coach where them
Brother,
will play for.
that's why I did say a Paul or a Ricardo Fuller. Somebody will just gonna come and just gonna get a bounce right off the bat.
Yeah, man.
We don't need, in fact,
Somebody where them can just with.
we don't even need a good coach right now. May I tell you, like tactical X and O's, and that is not going to help us when we play against Congo. May I tell you the truth? Congo just better than we, out and out. A fight we have to go use and resilience and beat Congo.
We
We
need a
need somebody who
coach.
will give you an emotional response.
Yeah, man. That's why I tell a man say, um, probably I'm here alone. I don't know if it's. I think the best man who should have put in front of them player if he sit down and talk to them player and get this is Sir Carl Brown.
Mm.
Yeah, man. Carl Brown. When Carl Brown out the player play for Carl Brown. Any player will play under Carl Brown.
Yeah.
Anybody will listen to the program here can a comment or call in or say it on the next program when them used to play for Carl Brown them. And when them a play for
Yeah,
Carl
but
Brown them a play for.
how long Carl Brown coach? Carl Brown a coach?
I don't know if him coach now,
Yeah,
but
so
obviously him still watch football because in a couple of years me him a talk about football and him sound like him still knowledgeable of the fact him live in Florida. Well, as you said, you just said, Rush, you probably don't need somebody where I got to do no whole heap of coaching.
You just need the response. You need a bounce.
And yeah, look here, you see when you know something, you can't out it for 10 years and you need to come back in it, as long as you keep up with the day and the time. As
Yeah,
long
man.
as you keep up with the time,
Me just feel like
you're
Ricardo
gonna
Fuller
know.
could have get it done. Just come in and just give them the motivation, make them just put some fire in them belly.
Hey, let me tell you something, man. Miguel Coley, respect, because GSC and the Barbican team,
Hmm.
the way how him put the Barbican team together and that deal. Remember, say Barbican start get a nosedive when Miguel Coley left them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Barbican
Bobby
step on the
Carnival in the
prime.
Premier League and think to man them in high school,
Then
man.
him can go Premier League,
I
brother.
remember, man.
And them did play some good ball and the system and everything did alright. And them did play some good leader. And remember JC, I one of the team them under Miguel Coley, where I must about 4 championship or something with
5,
JC. 5 championship.
if me not
I remember
mistaken, yeah.
say a strap leather pan boy when them a
No,
play
JC
ball.
a bit. But me can't use that as the measuring stick still, no.
No, I'm not going to use it as a measuring stick for say, but what me I try to tell you is that remember him leave from the schoolboy, then him go to a Super League team, bring them go to the Premier League team, I play good. Then the national coach call him in. Remember, the national coach see him talk to him and say, yo, the youth are bright, brother. And
Hmm.
bring him in as him assistant. Shaver get fire him off. Them fire him to him should have stay on, as this next assistant.
Mm.
I mean, look, Panama and tell them, say, yo, Meran Garden, I got you 5 coaches now.
Yeah, but you know why him gonna escape the blame? Him gonna escape the blame because him never in a
No,
position where him a call the shots yet. And even
no, me not talk about, me
actually
not
in a
talking
under
about,
20 him that
me
call the
not
shots.
talking about the part there. Me not talk about the part there. Me not talk about him going under 5 coaches.
Me know.
And at no given time, especially in a time like now, you can't step up to be the interim coach.
Mm.
So that, and they, me not know them I say, um, nobody else not have I don't know why. But you must have other young coaches out there where rather than spend the money they pay Meran Garden for go through 5 coaches, can he go through 3 coaches and him can't take over? Something wrong. Him need to go a bush. So
Something
the
wrong.
money that we used to pay Meran Garden, take it and pay some other young bright coach
What
and
you say?
send them go
Something
get some
something
good
wrong.
education.
It fail.
Something wrong, brother. Yes, something wrong. Is either them say, yo, Meran Garden, I go put you in another position there, and say, yo, you go get $250,000 a month, I go want 50 out tight, you just go and take it. No, it look a weird, brother, for past 5 coaches still stay at
I
the
will
same
need I will need I
position.
will need an
And an
interim now. And you can't get
interim
it.
coach there now. And you can't step up.
People, make sure I
And
like
he's
the
not a
show now. That me I
permanent
tell you.
coach.
Hold on the film. Make sure I like the show, people, because we there so I do it. Free road to 10,000 subscribers. If you are watching, you're not already subscribed. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. We're at 9,038. We need to get there. So do that. Continue. Yeah. This man now under 5 coach and can't get the job.
I
Where
can't
is it?
get the job. So wrong, brother. In
Yeah.
the need. I mean, don't want nobody come tell me about maybe. If you don't know for sure,
Yeah.
somebody needs to come out and explain that position.
What you mean?
Rudolph Speed or somebody in the JFF needs to come out and explain why Meran Garden is not able to take over this interim position for these 2 matches after passing on the 5 coaches.
Because he's a part of the
Out
field
of the 5 coaches, there
system.
are 3 international coaches. 3 international coaches.
He's a part of the field system. So you can at them time they that's the Jamaica riot and you feel like I know we would have there upon YouTube after 10 in the night at about Rudolph Speed. All tonight 3 o'clock we still live.
And no, say honestly, if you put him in another position, I do not think that. I think you say boy, him after 5 coaches, well, have 2 games. Him know the players them better. Him are the best person. This is the reason why we do what we do. Have him a coach, so now he might get a chance to do whatever he might do whatever.
Yeah.
Why we couldn't understand that?
And you know say them I use the same excuse there for Speed. And I can't understand it. I'm hear Maverick say it
Wh-
again today. say,
you gonna use that now? Speed wasn't supposed to be a part of the team.
hold on now.
No player no Speed.
Hold on, hold
Because
on,
remember
hold
saying
on.
wasn't a part of the team.
Hold on there. As I say, me hear Maverick say it today again. Say, oh, them a try ensure continuity. Somebody where the player them know already, introduce a fresh voice, blah 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 blah. Why would you want to ensure continuity of something that is not working and has never worked? Why would you want to
All right,
continue that?
let me ask you a question.
What we need
It
is
go
freshness. What we need a newness. We need
no,
a new voice.
it, it go back to this again. Remember, them say Rudolph Speed didn't have anything to do with the national team.
He was the
It's
advisor
just
for
the
the coach.
last
What do you
set of
mean?
game. That are just the last couple of games. And he was only talking to the coach,
Yeah. So what kind
not
of
the
continuity?
players, because he's an advisor to the coach. That simply means in decision, if you, as an advisor to the coach, if you down there talk to the players them, that means you're more than an advisor.
Eh. So the player them don't know him either.
So the player not supposed to know you. You're not supposed to have nothing to do with the player. So I don't want nobody come tell me about continuity and different voice. And before then, when you were the technical committee, you tell me say you don't know about nothing with them. With the band can't remember them asking about training and if you not involved and he say no, you know do nothing about that part. Them no. So
Yeah. So how him a
how now
continue?
where you used to say that, where you continue? What are you
And he wasn't
continuing?
part of it.
And you wasn't a part of it. You out of your own mouth say that in the past, and some of the people that on your board say only thing you do is select. So you can't come tell me that. I don't want nobody tell me about continuity and different vice.
Yeah, that's actually
Marion
a
Garden
valid
should have been
point.
the person, and then what you do now, you go on this program them now to say Marion Garden has passed through X amount of coach. This is the reason why he was there, and we have him back, and
Yeah.
we have the JFF have him back, and we think him can do the job, and him always there. Him know the players them better, and him know everything. Now you use that out there with Marion Garden.
I think that'd be the most sensible thing to do.
Yeah. So now all of the PR and everything I go up now is to stand for make the Jamaican people rally behind him. Right now, the Jamaican people they don't care much who them coach. Apart from Rudolph Speed because they must have the conflict of interest. You put Marion Garden there and give them two talk, them just take it and go on and see where I'm going to do. Because where the coaching going to come from.
Yeah.
Him would have to be the person with the continuity and a whole voice in the club.
Yeah. Because Marion Garden active in that training and them thing there.
Yeah. He would have been the person. And who to tell me the person, the player them me like him. But them just know same voice not up.
Yeah.
Maybe the players them that work with him better.
Yeah.
So no man can't come
Like
tell me
like when
nothing
like
at
when
all.
like when Tapa did just get fired and Paula, who was the assistant, take over.
Yeah,
I saw it for go.
yeah.
And
Just
it would
like I
have make
said, if
sense.
Paula look good. Yeah, people would have able to say, okay then. A little too probably people some people that say, oh, them the like Marion Garden or whatever the case may be. Then the
But
JFF need to come
no,
out and say what them say now.
we would
I
have
for them
still
job
we
now
would
for
have
the PR.
still we would have still as a Marion Garden not forget the job, but at least we'd have understand them thought process.
Yeah. As me say them that come and trust me, probably people who would not buy it sign up.
Hmm.
Because looking back at it, if you now bring in Miguel Coley then where the world where Jamaica want. Because everybody has a Miguel Coley. Remember them talk about young coach and Jamaican coach and give somebody else a try and whatever the case. This I think could have be the perfect. Give him the interim coach. Then after depends on how him do. If him carry go World Cup through the interim, you give him a 4-year contract leading up to the next World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
If him don't carry us through, you give him a 2-year contract. Depending on what him do, then you extend him from the 2-year onwards.
That not bad. But why would have to do that in a 3 days? 3 days after the match we select Rudolph Speed as a coach, Why would have to make that decision in a 3 days?
Yeah, and we have
And we
match
have
without
four
football or
months.
nothing.
Match of
Them
4 months
tell us
away.
about the man body it up, man. The man just body it up and take it.
Why? Somebody
About
need
the
to
thing
answer
better.
that. Why the urgency? Why would he need to make a decision so
Yeah,
fast?
without sit down and
A match
analyze
until
everything.
March.
Yeah, a match until we could have sit down, give yourself 3 weeks, 2 weeks. First thing, give yourself some time to make the Jamaican people them soak up the last year.
Yeah.
Right out of the loser you gone. Right back in that and throw yourself down in something you
Yeah.
know
Me
and
tell you say
cast a
them money and no
different store.
leader.
You cast the player them for your store. Right you know you should have in a dialogue with the player them and say boy you
Yeah.
we understand this and the JFF at least 2 weeks so you and the
Brother.
players them can have a dialogue moving forward where we are going to
Brother.
do how we are going to do what we are going to do and all of them things there.
You should
The
have there.
administration 3 days later.
You should have there convince some. You should have take a month or two. Or a month and a half. Yeah, you see the end of January, you're supposed to have your appointment now. So that man they have the whole of February and March for know what I do. You should have give the people them some time. Suppose a man, for example, suppose a Jurgen Klinsmann did say, yo, you know, so that me I think about it. And then after 2 weeks, him just put in him application, say him interested in another job. Yeah.
Yeah,
You not give nobody the opportunity for apply for the position, brother.
none.
None. 3 days you take after the match for give Rudolph Speid the job. That come like say you didn't come like he kinda set it up already. If you say yo after the coach him go get it. Right now me
Maybe
I
if you
wonder
even
if I them
qualify
tell
them for,
me I
maybe if
wonder
you
if I
didn't
them
even
tell the
qualify
coach
for
for
World Cup, they
resign,
probably
brother.
would have fired him to
Me
backside.
oh me I wonder if
Probably
I
the
them
way how
tell
this
him. Me
the
I
way
wonder
how
if I
this
them
done,
tell him.
probably if he didn't even qualify, if that them that fire him same way.
Me you know
Because
me
they
I
never
wonder
think the route
from
was
where
the
they
perfect one.
cause
Yeah.
obviously that letter they get written before the game.
Eh?
You know me I wonder if I them tell him say if you lose the game, resign, don't make we have to fire you, save your reputation. Or if we fire you, we have to pay you off. So just resign. Me I wonder if I cause
No, but
what the hell, bro?
based upon than the circumstances, he was there for one job to qualify us on the World Cup. So if he not qualify us for
Him
the
still
World Cup,
but we not
well, me
done.
don't know
The
about the
campaign
direct
not
spot.
done.
Me don't know about the direct. Well, probably them that said direct still. Probably me don't know
Him
how it
contract
worked.
not done. Him contract not up yet.
Yeah, but I think
Him never need to
there's a
resign, brother.
stipulation in the contract. In the probably it was stipulation in the contract say if he not qualify us for the World Cup, well, we still have a shot at it. We don't know if
I
that
make we make up that at
in
this
front.
point. We don't know.
No, but remember say them say there's just one job him get hired for is to qualify us for the World Cup. That's why when him
And the
do pouring
campaign
that
not
him a
done.
say Ray
The
and Ray
campaign
and
not
Ray.
done. He have two
Yeah, yeah.
game.
Yeah, me don't know we still have 2 games, so me don't know if them that talk about
No,
straight
them cannot
directly
talk
or
about
through the
straight. Them cannot
yeah.
talk about straight.
Well
Why
that
them not
well
talk
that
about
are the
straight?
things still.
And if them
That
not
are the
talk about
things still
straight,
cause
him wouldn't
mm,
resign. Him contract would have just be voided. He wouldn't need to come resign. You know what I mean? He wouldn't quit. Your contract would have just be
the thing
up.
about it the thing about it is that them probably just owe him what 3 months money.
Brother, this man, me I wonder, brother, car that just look a
No man.
way. All the man them do it so,
No
and him
man.
just quit, and then after 3 days, them hire Rudolph Speed, and then how much drama you hear that go on in a board meeting and Ray. Come
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
man have
Me
it
say
planned, brother.
funny enough, nobody sit down. The players them, can't remember the players them have to lift up same time and go in.
Uh-huh.
Go back to England for go represent them club and all of them things. So there was no discussion take place with the player. Me even ask about the next coach. We are talk about the match we are come up next, like yo, 2 weeks and then we start discuss it. And then we say, yo, we are gonna do this, we are gonna do this. We wanna think about this and we know say we should have qualify and then, sit
Yeah,
down and have a conference call with the players, them, all of the players, them, and then we talk, we have a week out, 2 weeks out. The administration, them sit down and have a talk. Nothing like that not take place,
yeah.
Because them have up to 14 days, before them can convene an emergency meeting,
Hmm.
A 3 day. So that means
Brother,
that the next day them have a meeting and then the other day them appoint somebody.
you can't have your meeting,
That
you
no
know.
make no sense. That
You can't
plan
have your
already, brother.
meet that half a plan. You can't have your meeting about why you did need for appoint somebody in a 3 day. It just not make no sense, brother.
Yeah,
You need
the
forget
plan
for
already, brother.
after me tell you the truth. 3 days after the match, then my emotions even come back down yet. Me still all feel away to this day. Me still feel away.
Yeah.
So how one can get that for yourself in a so for make such a sound and long and permanent decision? Well, I guess it's not a permanent decision, but such a big important decision in a 3 days, brother.
In a 3 day.
Only evaluate the man in a 3 days. Only evaluate the other candidate them in a three
Enough people,
days.
enough people turn out them radio, brother. Don't want to hear nothing. Then there's a grief still. And time there enough people when they come back and I hear say Rudolph Speed at the coach them shock. That different article that again I go through the people them
That's
something.
crazy, man. It's
There's something else I do
crazy.
want to touch upon too, I don't know if you hear a big thing I talk about Isaac Eden and Amar Bell. Talk about Greenwood.
What that?
If Greenwood come. Them attack say, because obviously England look like they turn them back on him totally. England qualified for the World Cup and look like he's not going to be a part of them World Cup squad that come
But
up.
a blind man could have seen that.
So, so I done him done. So it sound to me there's something I want somewhere along the line. Why Isaac Eden and Amari Bell have to come up now and attack say it would have been unfair for Greenwood come join the squad in the last 2 games. Them should have come out. I don't want to hear that from Isaac Eden. Me don't want him chat that.
Where him get the audacity for you to make that out there?
No, a serious talk, you know. ESPN and them big media talk or something, you know, come out, you know.
Isaac Aiden said that.
Isaac Aiden and Maribel mates a comment. You
But
can
what
go
could
look
I
it up.
possess him to say that? Him not just come. Him play. Him have
But
no bag of cap yet.
him not, me never talk about the bag of cap, you know, long way around now Isaac Aiden, brother.
Exactly. Fear consider that. But to be fair,
Remember, so
still,
we have a program.
to be
Yeah,
fair, Isaac Aiden always tell you where him depend. Isaac Aiden always say him not him not there so until him reach there.
yeah, uh, yeah, because him that save himself to play for England.
Yeah. But at least him can say yo more woulda come help the team qualify. More wouldn't just come when it done or come when it there at the end.
But as me say,
But still,
fine, you know,
wrong messenger.
fine, you know.
Wrong
Me not
messenger.
say, for me, yeah, that me I talk about.
Wrong
Isaac Aiden
messenger.
no have no talk about that. Low it to Amari Bell for say it and low and these other people for say what them a say. And the moment them never qualify in a stadium, them not have no chat neither.
Oh, real
Make what
dog.
happen, happen. Because we have no longer have confidence in you. So if you can get somebody out a road, we can help to make them come.
Isaac
Because
Aiden said that.
regardless of what go on, better go look it up, man.
Isaac Aiden. Oh,
There's a
Isaac
next
Aiden get.
program here from the next program here and still you know gunners
Oh,
and
Isaac
then
Aiden fear say that.
we get to understand say other ESPN has say it and other big media has say these things. So that by itself alone now, of course, because me hear my say, remember you know, when name what the press officer Simon was saying, he listen, we need to back off of the Greenwood thing because it's kind of sensitive. You get what me I say?
Mm.
And the world works, you know, I say too much negative about it and them little thing there. And now you have player in the campus say the same thing where we are say. But Isaac Hayden never said that, brother. The messenger
Yeah,
there,
no
not the
from
right
you.
messenger
No
for
from
carry the
you.
messenger, not from you, brother.
No.
Even though I was the one who defend Isaac Hayden when people that say Ray and all of this thing, I mean, used to say, listen, because he's a man who have to be practical, you know. Me say, listen, me, Isaac Hayden would have be the best central we have. So if he not play no ball, I play ball. If he not, and if he said this and he not say this, he might come make him come because we need one. We never want it as something. We did need one.
Mm. All right. See,
Just like how we need a Greenwood.
let me read the article here real quick. So Mason Greenwood at World Cup would be farce, not fair. Jamaican player. So Jamaican player Isaac Hayden and Amari Bell have voiced their unease at the prospect of Mason Greenwood joining the squad before the World Cup, claiming it would be a farce and not fair. Greenwood, who has one England cap, switched allegiance to Jamaica earlier this, so that confirms him switch allegiance. Okay, and in August received his passport, opening the door to him to represent the nation of his grandparents. While 24-year-old did not accept a call-up from Jamaica qualifiers against Trinidad and Tobago and Bermuda in September, and is keeping his international options open, Jamaican Football Federation President Mike Ricketts told the Athletic he still hopes Greenwood will represent Reggae Boy before the World Cup, as he was excited to get his documents sorted out. Let me try to find them quote here. All right, so I've only played for Jamaica for a year, and there was some resistance to me when I started. Of course, now you did push me off for how long, but
Mm.
Isaac Hayden said this by the way. But I have played 12 games and everyone can see my passion and the way I play the game. Hayden, formerly of Arsenal and Newcastle and now at QPR, told the Athletic, I gave everything on the pitch and I wanted to be there to help Jamaica progress to the World Cup. The JFF are obsessed with names and trying to recruit more players. They want to have the best team on the pitch. But I said to the JFF, if a player is not willing to commit for the last round of qualifying, unless they're injured, I do not see why they should be joining the group in March or at the end of the season if you qualify. There is no way that should be allowed to happen. Ha. All right. So while I agree, I must say I always say this. Say if you not come by November, nobody come. Obviously the circumstances are a little bit different now, where we need all hands on deck. So maybe me revise that opinion there a little bit. Where anybody who can come right now come. 'Cause it's not gonna be about chemistry, it's not gonna be about football. It just gonna be about fight. But also, brother, you know you can't say this, brother. And then the man gonna say the JFF are obsessed with names and trying to recruit more players. You are one of those names and those players, bro.
Yeah, man, what them did obsessed with, man.
So what are you talking about? You never
Yeah,
know that when them obsessed with you?
Me, yo, some things I see, so, but I mean, you know, sometimes, well, they say, yo, they for them, them have short-term memory, so they don't
And
remember what them used to do,
and look how
or
the
what
man
we
have
used to
become a
do.
crowd favorite. Look how him just like talk himself out of it. Can him actually come and play
Yeah.
some ball, you know?
No, no, me could have stand up and tell everybody in the world can go back and look on the program. Me did I say Isaac is to come. Me the business said no, him not playing no football and Ray. Me said, brother, knowing Isaac Hayden, him better than everything that we have two times. Even not playing no football.
Oh my God, Isaac Hayden is joking. Where him get
Because
them call there? Fear make them
only
chat
one
there.
little problem I have with not having me not fight so much and dig so much for Ravel Marcino is because me get to understand him disruptive inside even the locker room.
Yeah,
Other than that, we not have nothing better, so we have to work with him.
yeah.
If you have him come on for the bench, that's my thing. You see, in a certain position, a Jamaica for say to the world, in a certain position, we can actually turn and say, yo, if you're not start for your club, you can't come. If you're not perform or score some goal or do something, we not call you. That's our front line, that's our run at the back.
Hmm.
But we midfield, we just have to looking at the midfield and say, yeah, we know say when them on the depend them game, them better than everything in the midfield. So if I'm playing now like a fourth division team down there, so bring him come. And my understanding is that Ravel can't play in a certain clubs. That's why Ravel thinks he need more money to play at certain places.
Mm.
So anyway, the money the Ravel will play in a league, nothing as long as the price is right.
Yeah,
No, that's my understanding.
yeah.
I get to understand, yeah. The reason why I'm leave from the club where I leave after I bring them and get promotion with them is because him asks you money and then I give him. So our next club just scrape him up.
All right,
A
hold on
higher
there.
division
Let me
club scrape
finish.
him
Let
up.
me finish this. Let me finish this. So that was Isaac Hayden's sentiment. Amari Bell said, Greenwood or any other player, Everton's Dwight McNeil is also in the reckoning. Joining up late would be controversial. Actually, he is right. It would be controversial. And we see him when I go there up on YouTube. I say them man just come ride the bandwagon. But it is what it is. It would be controversial though. Many of
Yeah.
us, for years, have put our blood, sweat, and tears into playing for the nation, and we appreciate it. With a lot of things happening in the background, he said, we've had to deal with all that. It wouldn't seem fair to people who have been through that whole process and will never get another chance to play at the World Cup. It is a bit controversial. Definitely, especially when it is a World Cup. He stated you want good vibes and good energy around the squad. You wouldn't want any distance between any players.
McNeil play a wing back, don't it?
Yeah, him can play on the wing.
Man,
Him can play on the wing too.
he
Him can play
don't
on the
say
wing too.
that's all like a Amari position. I could take. Amari a defend field position.
Yeah, but
Amari
him
I
him,
just
him could have played as a wing back. Him could have played as a wing back. But Dwight McNeil, but we wouldn't play. Would have definitely play him as a winger. But also, I must say where Amari Bell is coming from still,
mm-hmm.
me would have understand
No,
for him position. Him
Amari
right.
Bell, me can understand Amari Bell talk.
Yeah, cause
Me
Blakey
can
said that
understand, but me
already.
know why it's a kid talk.
Blakey said that already. Blakey say yo, if you don't
Yeah,
want to come now, nobody come. And all that we never say nothing
yeah.
with what Blakey say. Cause him right.
No,
It
no,
a go
me no.
look away, brother. It a go look
Hey,
away.
yeah, me tell you something. Remember, I was the one, even though we say, boy, come on, see Jamaican team and I play a good ball. So I say Greenwood, yes, any day, anytime. But man, when I say if Greenwood not come X, I say, yo, say if Greenwood come in at the qualifier, if he come late, I say, yo, give him two liquor fight, yes, in qualifier, and then we call the World Cup squad, we just leave him off. And say, boy, you ready? I want to say, I'm cool. You
And
see what
him
I
just
say?
now come back.
'Cause, yo, better, man, I go and qualify. Well, probably wouldn't. That how cool me say, you should have go, you should have come help me. But here the joke with me have, You see, if we not qualify directly to the World Cup
Yeah.
here, so, we need all the help I go against Congo.
Yeah, that's what I say. All hands on deck now. So it even matter. Yeah, anybody if you can get Jesus Christ come.
So, yeah, so who we have proven to us that you are not good enough.
Yeah, so now we are look again.
So now we are look again. See if we can put somebody in where we can say can just deal with it like world class player.
Yeah.
Mason Greenwood are one of them now. We can say, yo, we need Mason Greenwood. Boy, I say going on, you put yourself in the position for this
Yeah.
happen for you.
Yeah.
Mason
So
Greenwood sit down on the back bench and say, yo, we're gonna make them go and go do what them do. Then when you no qualify for they qualify against Curacao, then you no could have sit down and say, oh, nobody now come take my space. I'm gonna defend you.
yeah.
I would have defend you.
Yeah.
But you know what me you want? You know what me, Philip, where I want? I want to see Jamaica in the World Cup.
Yeah.
Not necessarily need to see Amari Bell in the World Cup.
Yeah. I don't lie.
Not necessarily need to see Liam Daly in the World Cup
No
or
love, man.
Whisper, or whatever the case may be. Me want them in the World Cup if they can
Yeah.
go. But more first and foremost, at Jamaica, I want to see in the World Cup.
For sure.
And at this stage, you never put yourself in the position for me to stand up and defend you. You didn't do that.
For sure. For sure.
So if Greenwood can come and give we that boots and bring we to the World Cup and you sit down and Matt Neely can come and you sit down over this and you know make it to the World Cup, your fault, not mine.
For sure, man. All hands on deck right now. Anybody we can get
Yeah,
it in.
man. Blame it on the
Pause.
rest of your guys, them and the federation and everybody. Don't blame it on the man we come in. We get two shot and take it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So me no want hear nobody go tell me about not to come tell me that me no want hear that when you get it in the national stadium for put it where I will never do it.
Mm.
That mean you're not capable, you're not good enough. We need reinforcement. So we are
Yeah.
go for
Yeah.
reinforcement.
100%.
This is how me stand up and say if Rudolph Speid and the JFF and anybody can get Reese Nelson and whatever the case may be, this is our best shot at it. Take it. And if we lose, we can understand that.
Yeah.
Because nobody can come tell me, say, if we did use this with that, no can't tell me that can get a worse team and can go on and never do it. So there's no talk right here. So no.
Yeah.
This is where you say, this is where me that turn and say, at least the coach that is here try something different.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right, but also I don't know if Rudolph Speed is going to be that unfair still. Come here, Rudolph
Rudolph
Speed say
Speed, you know
him
Rudolph
not
Speed said,
caring. Yeah, man, I know, me hear it.
if it's 1 minute
Yeah,
before 12
the
o'clock at the
deadline.
cutoff date and
Yeah,
something there, which them time me did a fume because I think it was unfair.
yeah, it definitely unfair.
But we never qualify yet. But now me I go with Rudolph Speed World if it's 1 minute before than two games they play. Greenwood and some other big player, the Reese Nelson, the big player them
Mm,
decide so them go drop in the side and give you a help and come and we feel, me don't even not gonna feel anyway, I
mm-mm.
swear.
I
Because
feel
we
no way.
try something different. We try something different.
Yeah, yeah,
We bring in better quality
and the
players.
man them will get left off. It's
Yeah.
harsh, but I say it go. You had your opportunity and you never
A
make it up.
year fault, you have the opportunity, you never make it happen.
Yeah. So now we are bringing
And
some
that's
man to
just how
make
the
it
cookie
happen.
crumble. Yeah, we are bringing so we have tried something different. Because we are going to come back with the same old, you know, say, brother, you can't. With the same old stuff, I expect
Yeah,
different result.
do the same thing, expecting different. I'm saying
And
definition of
next week,
insanity, sir.
yeah, I'm mad man that, brother. So if Greenwood decides him to come and you say, okay, and Matt Neely decides him to come, and Reese Nelson decides them to come, you say, okay, and them decides them to come, at least we know for sure. So some of these opportunities will present itself to Greenwood, and there's something there, it got dangerous.
Yeah,
We know that. We know some of these players with the man them are lick out against them only lick out against these players because they know that these players going to come make a difference and somebody will get left behind.
yeah, but me not see.
That's it, bro.
Remember, say them depend on the team too, you know. So me not understand. And nobody not necessarily would have kicked them out of the team. But
No, no,
maybe
them not.
a man do an interview still. You get asked a question on the spot, and you answer still. You get me? I say
Yeah,
so.
but you know, say enough times when Aiden wasn't talking about himself. You know?
Hmm.
He is not talking about Greenwood come now and the fact that Greenwood may drop in at the team. You look on a wing player, we probably are gonna get dropped. But probably when him looking at himself as a football brain, me realize he could have somebody where him close to.
No,
So him start talk
me
from
not
now.
think it go that deep. Me think
You're
him
not
just.
surprised
Me
because that's
think,
how we think, you know.
yeah,
That's
but
how we think, you know.
me feel like him just a
When
make.
we look
I
on
just him
me,
opinion, which me share.
yeah.
It I
But
go feel unfair, but I just say it go. I'm opinion,
you
man.
see, for me, Rush, me in an organization, I mean, look out and me see some things. Sometimes I talk, and because that affect me directly, you know. Remember, you're in an organization. We out here say it's just an opinion, you know, because we don't know what goes on inside there. Amari Bell me I say something about somebody because maybe team position me come on a threat. Other, you understand me? I say,
Mm-hmm.
I think if a Maribel fit, he might go to the World Cup. But he's not going to be the one we are going to get let go.
And we not,
But
nobody not
probably,
go. Oh, well, we already bring in the man for take a Maribel position, say Rico Henry.
yeah.
So,
Then that's why I'm tell you, say, if him not stay fit, him probably not go stand. If him not perform, him probably go lose him spot when the final counter go down. So having Rico Henry come inside of the team now, and I go get a full chance now to play with the guys them and come out. Me know say one thing me can know, or if you're really professional enough and moving forward and all of them little thing there, you probably go and play Rico Henry.
mm-hmm.
You don't know where Rico Henry can just come off an injury. They say him not something. We don't know where Rico Henry are going to do up to leading up to March. You see me? We know where Mason Greenwood that do already.
Yeah. Mason Greenwood that done, man.
We
A world
don't.
class player, that man.
Yeah. So we know same can fit him. Cause when Mason Greenwood busy, I know Liam Bailey go get left. I know Cephas go get left.
A fringe player.
I know Whisper go get left and something. There probably somebody where him a talk up on the bench. I say, boy, you need to do this, I need to do this, and somebody say, yeah, but there's one of them person where him advice for the bench. He just go say, yo, Judge, like Mason Greenwood coming up. Yeah, we bench,
They do.
but you're good at Dave not gonna make it. Cause it can
Yeah.
well and be even one of the players that we like.
Yeah. It could. It could.
Yeah.
It could. But I think I just him up here in the machine. I'm think where must say make sense, you know. So you see if I did something
But
out of the ordinary, then we'd probably
and
see what
him
you
for
say.
talk about it.
No,
And
you
him
mean
for talk about it.
right message, wrong messenger. I know you feel say that, brother.
Yeah.
Yes, if
Yeah.
Blakey said the exact same thing what him just said, nobody now
Yeah.
we even have about a hype on it. We just gonna
But
say, yeah man, good talk, skipper.
no, say me I gonna say the only thing me I gonna say, Blakey, you did have your chance to say that.
Yeah, no, Blakey been a say
No,
it,
you're
him
not in a position.
consistent. Blakey
No, no,
consistent.
it's been a say it. Me did believe in how him I say. Me did rate it. But at this point, me I gonna say Blakey, you know no more chat again. You know?
Me
You
would
get
say
the
that still.
chance, and you never take it. So guess what happen? Cause if me I go coach a team, if me
All
get a
right.
team to coach right now, how
Understand
you think me
this.
I go?
Understand this. Understand this. You see to them local player and me and you would understand this still. Brethren, we would have fight blood, sweat, and tear to represent Jamaica. I always tell people say me would have pay money just to go play 1 minute for Jamaica, right? You
Just to sit
understand
down on the bench.
just for sit down, just for put on the jersey and warm up with them, me that pay money.
Hey, man.
Imagine the passion where Andre Blake and a Damian Lowe and a Shaman Nichols and a Dujan Richards and a Kaim Dixon and a Cephas. The passion where them man they have. Them man they sit down in a stadium already and watch football. The passion where them man they have like we for play for the nation. Imagine now you see a next man who just a treat that same opportunity as just another professional chance or just another professional opportunity just for go to the World Cup just willy-nilly wait. When this is what you live and die for, when this is what you are written by your heart black, green and gold, and then you see a next man who just a look a career opportunity. A same thing if Blakey say me that say me get to you, I say Blakey no man, if you just a use it as a chance, as a means to an end, I would get it, bro.
Mm.
Would understand it.
Yeah. No. You see, as we said before, I would have, I would have, I would have said to Blakey, boy, Blakey, we understand it. But as we tell you before,
Yeah,
Blakey,
we need
that's what I feel
Mohammed,
the
we
pain.
need Jesus, we need
But,
Mohammed, we need Marcus
but,
Garvey, we need
yeah, man.
everybody right now.
Right now, Jesus go and wave the one that opened up the Red Sea,
Yeah,
when they never
Moses.
got through. Moses did open up the Red Sea when they never take the opportunity, brother. No,
So
no,
nobody try
guess what?
control now.
Nobody come tell me, say, A, B, and C right at this board.
Yeah,
We need but Moses out there get vote. They see the first stuff. That's when I agree with McNeil and all these other players.
I
And
don't
that we
lie.
need at this
So you
point.
that
So you
take
get
all
what I
you
say?
that take all Omar Hutchinson too?
But say at this point,
Yeah, anybody.
anybody who want to come at this point, as long as
Mohammed.
them are going to make it better, eh?
Is a
Yeah,
Mohammed
man. You know,
anybody?
no chatter. Hey, you know, something that was against Omar, you know.
Omar a fraud, man.
But you know, if them a
Them man
call
they a
Omar,
fraud.
you know, knowing, hey, Isaac Eden solve the one position that we would have a big problem, you know. Omar can solve the next one, you know. So what
Yeah.
you going to tell me, say? Eh?
As in, me now stop him from
We,
come, but a fraud.
just, no, and at the end of the day, probably these players, when we look back on it, you know, can we take a good look into it, you know. These players probably sit down and say, yo, I could, you know, say, I could have come in the last 2 rounds, but them feel bad now themselves. Say, yo, I allow them and them do them
Yeah,
thing.
and then probably
But the
appreciate.
fact
You
that
know,
them
say
not
if we did
qualify,
come, would I make it look how
yeah, if
close
you
with the team there. Me could I get them
yeah,
over
but
the edge.
them never also want to come because them never want nobody to say them a work at this and them a this and them a that. So them probably hold back too. But at this stage now, when them not qualify and go to the World Cup, man, them a say, yo, brother, you are. If they tell them call me now, me I go down there. Because
Right.
you can't say all of them are bug, brother. Because they know themselves say, yo, this is our easy passage to them.
Yeah.
Let's slow them. We're still young. Then we can go after
Um,
the World Cup and see if we can go qualify for 2030 with enough player gone and them really need it.
Ricky
But
Dan
now the man
Walker,
them look and say, yo,
Omar Hutchinson a fraud. You can't tell me no. You mean I know the tell me why the truth. Cause me I tell him say Omar a fraud and him I say Omar a fraud. Tell me what is the truth
that,
now.
I'm a
Cause
fraud,
him
man.
say me
The
don't
man
know
never
the
get
truth.
locked up with that.
Brother
The man
Omar
never get locked
Hutchinson
up
a
with.
fraud, brother. Omar Hutchinson always available when we are playing some idiot little non sanction
Yeah,
friendly. And
some non FIFA date.
and
That
then when
means
we
him
are
cannot
call
be
him
tied.
no, when we are call him,
When we are calling for the
yeah.
big game, I'll be a foolish system,
Brother
I tell you.
Omar Hutchinson him say him not ready for commit to nobody. And then the next week go and play with England under 21. Brother go for
England
answer here,
under
brother.
21. No man can't tell me nothing about Marcus. Right now, them calling me, I say, yo, come play some ball.
Come
But
play
catch up.
still,
But me
cause
don't
right
want
now
a
we're
man tell
desperate.
me about, me don't want a man tell me about Omar Hutchinson a fraud. Omar Hutchinson will get locked up.
Him say Omar Hutchinson get disrespected. How him get disrespected?
How? Me don't want nobody come with no little
Bro, me
back
don't even
door
care
rumors, you know.
about no disrespected, brother. Jamaica you play for my youth. Yeah, tell me about
What
man.
kind of what kind of this how him get disrespectful? Just explain to if I something you hear, tell me what you hear. No, don't come tell we say Omar guys. This are the thing, you know, me now go come out and say because sometimes you hear something, so me I tell you say me ear in the pipeline say this and this. It may be true, it may not be true.
Yeah,
If something go wrong in the camp, two player fight, I go say, yo, me get you understand, say X and Y fight. Because as long as the name of fly road, me go tell you. Something
yeah,
that disrespect, me get you understand, say and on the low box down Omar Hutchinson. These tell with these things, make we hear, not tell we say him being disrespected
yeah.
or stuff
Tell
like
you
that.
what go on.
Yeah. Because you're gonna say we're being disrespectful. We call if we want to look at that game against
Trinidad and
Barcelona,
Tobago.
no
We
Barcelona,
play no no
Catalonia, what
Catalonia,
them want to call it.
Catalonia, Catalonia.
Eh, you come and you play a rare. Then we call you know you play 2 games against Trinidad and Tobago because a non-FIFA game, so you know it no count. You come and you play in them 2 games. After that, now when we have a FIFA date and thing where you know say yo you go be tied to Jamaica, you
Mm.
have this issue, you have that the issue, you have that the issue. At the same time you say you can't come because you have some family issue. Couple days later you go and play for England under
Ricky
21.
Dan call the show. Call now. Me will add it to the call. Call now. Me will call back and
Mm-hmm.
add it to the call. Me want to see what you talk about. Cause him claim say him have some news, you know, what me never hear yet. Him say remember said them did rough up the little youth a stadium. Did that make him a play for Jamaica, bro?
How rough him up a stadium.
Even who rough him up a stadium, yeah. Me kinda want to hear that news still. Kinda sound like propaganda,
I
but
mean,
me
never,
want to
me
hear it
never,
same way.
me never hear the news.
Me want to hear it same way. Tell you the truth. Either way, in my book right now, I'm a fraud. So if you want if you want
Yeah, no,
debunk it, come debunk
me
it.
say him a fraud and him get what you call it, him get convicted, brother. Try and convicted.
Yeah,
Lock him to get locked up, you know. But
Jaja.
you know, sometimes you can pardon some people and say,
Yeah.
yeah, come back. Come go and do the thing. We take him back right, you know.
No man, cause we desperate in times of what them
You
say
know,
desperate time God for desperate measures. That my granny
yeah,
tell
we
me.
take him back, you know. Because me see coach of Bobby Reed on the park where they feel what
Yeah.
70 enough minutes.
Right now
Jesus,
to the beating
peace.
with
Nah,
Bobby
them
Rick.
care.
Me know, yeah. Yeah, know my generation still, but hey, you see the beating with Bobby Reed get on social media, Virgin. Me don't know if boy if me and Bobby Reed, me don't know if me I come back and play for Jamaica. Bobby Reed get a beat, you know.
But, hey, look here. Bobby Reed for blame the coach, brother. Yo, Bobby Reed up on the field not doing nothing, you know. And the coach of Bobby Reed out there, I play. You are the funny thing about it. Fight. Something they never had do nothing. Free never had do nothing that first half. Now second half the man come and start look like him a play some football and look like say yo him no big like him say yo me no care what the coach and tell me for doing I do my thing.
Yeah.
And him start. The make start work different. And Bobby Reed still last,
Why I know Bobby, the man them beat Bobby Reed. Beat him go, beat him
No,
come.
but Bobby Reed forget beat man. And
Brother,
forget
the
beaten
man
with
them tell Bobby Reed about
with
him mother for like
the whip when
3 days
forget
straight.
the whip when forget beaten with man for have what you call it some turn on the end man,
Oh
some
God, them
baboy up
beat
on the
him.
end man.
Them beat him,
Yeah
man.
man, if you get beaten man, yo. But the coach cast it still. Bobby Reed me never know say Bobby Reed ever come out back in the second half.
Yeah. Passenger in a game, man.
I didn't. And the next thing again, people them at talk about, although me say, me no know, me no know how the coach, as me tell, as you don't know before, if Gray never start on the left wing, him not for start.
But him not for start. Period, him not for start at all.
No, because the left wing is already have Cephas over there.
Brother, this man play, how much him play? Like 70 odd minute? And
Yeah.
Whisper come on and in a 10 minutes look more dangerous than him for the whole 70 minute when him play.
But 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 this is why I know say there's no way Rudolph speech should have did the way I advise the coach. Or something. I don't care if him probably want to tell the coach say, yo, you need to take off the money or whatever the case may be. Yo, probably should look for the man and tell the man say, yo, if you start great, me I fire you me doing man.
Me a dead
That
pan my
cannot
sword, you
be
know. Me a dead pan my sword, you know. Me a go out
you
pan
see.
my decisions. Nobody can.
No, I agree, I saw me stay too.
Nobody
Saw me
can't
stay
tell me
too.
about me. I do what me
But
all
you
if me wrong. Me I do.
no,
And me a the coach,
no,
you know.
I saw me stay too. I saw me stay too. But if you so that are two things about me more than anything else.
What that?
Is when you leave in the Trinidad game when them leave off Bowser. I don't want nobody could tell me what save him for stadium. We not save 3 points.
That game they
We not
should have got
save 3 points.
all out attacking him, man.
Yeah,
Win that
because
game. Oh
if
God.
something they get
Oh God.
if something they get a second yellow card, we have the
Oh
same man we
God.
are starting at the game. The same man we are starting at the game in Trinidad could have started at this game. The
Oh
fact that we need only
God,
a draw.
brother. Oh God. You have to do a speech.
At one stage you try to tell me say understand me just
No,
can't
I
understand
understand
that
why
here.
him leave Bowser. Me I say
You know
start
what?
Kadamata,
No,
brother.
you know why I can't understand it? Because if it was a situation like we say, you see, if we lose Isaac Eden, we have problem. Probably would I say, save Isaac Eden for the best game. Because that's Isaac Eden. We
I
don't
would
have no
not
other
have, we not
replacement
have,
for
yeah,
him.
that may I say, Kadamata we should have used them.
But how much replacement we have for Bowser?
Arya say start Bowser and if him get the card, just use the replacement. Then I like him way better than them. That's just the best option we
If he
have.
get the card over there, saying that him have to come off in the game over there and he can play 90 over there. It's just that him now going to play the game at Jamaica,
Brother,
which you have Calamari. We have the man where you start over there. Where name Barrel,
Burrell, Roman Burrell.
Roman Barrel. We supposed to have an extra striker up on the bench too. I don't think three there we have. Yeah.
Dixie Roman Burrell and Nicholson.
But we could have yeah. But we could have started. And then if the fact that you use something upon the wrong side of the field, them I agree. We could have probably used one of them winger there and say play for me just assure you know we still
Brother,
have two other
brother,
options.
all with all of that, you know, say with
Me no
all
look.
of that way I say, you know, with all of that way I
Mm.
say, with it still 1-0 up in a game with 10 minutes to go.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know, say after we score the goal, like 5 minutes later, the man take off a most dangerous player in a Ronaldo Cephas, and then take off
All that
another,
again, Mr.
the
One.
man take off a forward Burrell and bring on a defender.
What's a joke?
Jesus
Remember
Christ, brother, you
immediately
can't
after
so bad.
something they scored the goal, Trinidad start exposing
Oh, we'd
himself
have
again,
Warner Brown, a 4 forward. We'd have Warner Brown too.
I have Warner Brown. Remember say Trinidad do it again, and the man get to but it looked like he run out of steam this time. And he never do as much as him should have done, and the man did win the ball. I think him slip fumble and the man win back the ball. Now that for sure said that opportunity was there.
Yeah.
But let's say in the last match against QSO, wouldn't it from the coach could I just call over Cephas and Damari Gray and say, you are Cephas. Come on the right side. Your job is to just square over the ball. Damari Gray more you cut it in and use the right foot.
Yeah.
So put him on him strong side now. And put Cephas over on the next side. Cephas, we are going to depend on your speed. Since I Cephas, I just go down on the what you call it, the byline and try cut in for score. This time you go there. You go down because you go use your right foot now at the side of the pan. Go all the way down there and just put you over some square and ask the player them to come full up the box. But that couldn't work out. And put Damari Gray so he can cut in and shoot.
Man asked me if that could work out, brother. Anything could have worked out, brother. Anything. The man is
No,
just, yo, Ja, y'all are traumatized me right now, brother. If you even think
no,
about that game there, brother.
Bobby
Jesus
Reed play
Man, I forgot
actually
play
do like
Congo
game
now, you know,
player.
brother. Congo, man, I forgot play, you know, brother. Congo will beat up some big side, you know.
Anyway, based upon how my side I play now.
Me can't beat Congo, brother.
Based upon how my side I play now. Make them pass New Caledonia first. Better talk about the
Me
first
say
game
if
here.
we lose to
I
New
go down and get a
Caledonia,
tool.
me say if we lose to New Caledonia, brother.
So
Yo,
watch them, you know. I don't watch them
the man them rank
with the pull
100
up
and
one.
like, the man them are like, me even know if them better than Bermuda. New Caledonia, brother, me say if we lose to New Caledonia.
Hello, from a team. Who for confed them did dinner?
New Caledonia rank 149th in the world. Them Oceania them in a
Yeah,
man. Oceania.
Oceania. Oh, Australia play Australia.
No, Australia
New
gone in the
Zealand.
other, yeah, New
New
Zealand.
Zealand gone directly.
New Zealand, yeah. New Zealand gone directly and then them have Tahiti. So New Zealand, Tahiti, Gibraltar and New Caledonia. That are for them confederation.
Maybe they may have little quality about them.
Alright, no, them actually have
They
more.
just not.
Them would have New Caledonia, Fiji, Solomon Islands, Papua New Guinea, New Zealand, Tahiti, Vanuatu, and Samoa.
Me don't know.
So New Zealand and Tahiti.
Some of them country they force me all hear about.
Yeah, the only country me know yourself. Me hear about Fiji already. Me hear
Samoa and Fiji.
and Papua New Guinea. Me know of Papua New
And
Guinea.
Papua New Guinea. Yeah, Papua New Guinea.
Me hear about
But
Tahiti, but
Tahiti.
maybe in a show me hear that. Me never
Anyway,
hear about
me about Tahiti. Me probably think that Tahiti are a state or something, I
on
swear.
juice that
Me hear
brother.
about them already. But somebody asked me Tahiti. I probably
Yes,
tell them
that
that was
juice.
state, that was some country.
A juice that brother.
But, mm,
Yes, so New Zealand gone through and then New Caledonia gone a playoffs that everybody else get knocked out. Brother, the man them rank 149th. There's no way New Caledonia beat Jamaica. No way. Me never even know so many New Caledonia. Caledonian,
No, you know, so
Caledonia
the first
Avenue
time
up
me
New
hear the
Kingston.
new, me hear the new something. I mean, it just glance past. I mean, I say, cha. So when me text Choma and tell him the draw from here, me tell him North Macedonia.
Nah, Macedonia, don't it? Brother,
At that minute,
Caledonia, me never
come
even
there,
know.
me know so one team they do Caledonia
But
there. I
me
think,
nah, we a small minded. I
it's,
will leave a place there in the world we don't know. The man them
no man,
rank
only Babylon.
149th. Me say you can't tell me so that's why they gonna beat me. You cannot tell me
Eh,
that.
eh,
You
the
can't.
Jamaica this year.
No man, we not so we bad, but we not so bad. We can't that bad, brother.
Anyway, sitting here, good. Me did don't tell you that already. Say Curacao is not going to be a walkover like all the thing.
It should have
First to
been.
comment.
Yeah, not walk over
First to
still, but we
comment.
should have been able to beat them.
First to comment. First to comment. Before then, we did see a game with you them 80 and watch few other game with them. And what me did impress with when me see with them and stuff like that is that they were organized
Brother, we could have beat them, brother. We
and
create
they were
more
a team.
chances than them. We create not more chance. We create better chances than them. We lick the post 4 times. Like
Yeah,
we should have
and yeah,
scored, brother.
so, but it's not that we play them out of the park.
No, we never dominate.
We
Them definitely
don't.
was the better team. They were the better team on the
Right,
day. But just I
right.
say, we get
And
four
they were the better
opportunities.
team. They were even the better team down or something there.
Yeah,
I mean, your man said something. Probably if them did come here and need a win, them would get the win based upon how we play.
yeah. Yeah,
Because
that
remember, they still have to be defensive,
cautious.
keep a defensive shape, be
Yeah,
cautious,
yeah.
right?
Hmm.
And if they were the ones supposed to be cautious and come and still a play better ball than we are play, or look more comfortable on the ball than us, what if we were the one that being cautious and they were the one that coming at us? Hmm?
Oi, Chamata. So you really gonna tell me
So,
say me I gonna live out all of my life and never see Jamaica go on World Cup yet?
2030, man, we got
Brother,
2030,
same
man.
thing we did say last 2022.
Hey, this is going to be the easiest passage,
Of course, the easiest
because me
passage.
can,
It will
me
never
tell,
get
me
like this
tell,
again unless we host.
me tell, me tell
And we
a man
can't
this,
host.
Me tell a man this, This job of coaching a national team now, a Jamaica national team, I have no player now. Me people are taught this bag of thing, what people now understand, say it is more a coach, a very bright-minded coach with the ability to assemble a side in a 4 and 5 days and get them to play how we want them to play. Remember, Jamaica don't have a system where them a fall back in, We don't.
Big man at 2025 this, you tell me say you couldn't record like have a little once a month. Once a month, you have a video call with all your players them in the pool. You see me? And you explain the strategy, and you go over your tactics, you go over your core philosophies, you go over your shape, you go over your formation, you go over where you want your winger do, you go over where you want your left back, your right back do, you go over where you want your forward do, the runs where you want him to make. You do that once a month, and then you prepare. Remember, this is your job, you know, another job, and then you just prepare some what I call it, some documents now. You email that after them where you need them to do. What where you want them to think
You,
about, with the
you,
positions
you,
you want
you
them put
know,
themselves in.
you
Not
know what we
hard.
are forgetting when you don't have no rush. You know what we have to get when you don't have a system or fall back in our we have to get that we going after inside of the system. Then we're going to ask the player that's supposed to be easy for them to play that system where them all come back. We have to ask them inside of that system how now to play to counteract a particular team,
Yeah,
both offensively and defensively. When we don't have a system, we have to come now with these players that don't understand certain things and don't have a system where we are playing now. We have to spend most times with these players now trying to counteract the particular team where we are playing offensively and defensively.
mm.
So
While
it
we
is
still a
more
try to figure out
difficult than
ourselves.
sending them something. Yeah,
No, but
it's
no,
more
but me I
difficult
say
now we send out
if
something there. No,
me not say
we-
that difficult. Me I say at least if you have a plan, at least if you have a plan, you could not work with the player them brother. You could not work with the man them individually. You could not even individually. You could not
no,
work
no,
with them.
of
Have
course.
your forward group, your defense group, your
Me,
midfield group.
me no
Your
know, but
record
I
of
figure more or less if I was a coach, then
brother.
this is what I would have. These are
Come
some of the
on,
things
brother.
that I put
Come
together.
on,
If
brother.
you have a coach, these are some of the things that I would have put together. Me go have my right back. Me go have a defensive um strategy or something or I want a particular player in a certain system. And based upon that now we're gonna have each player now have it. Some of my player them probably not bright enough for even
Do a
do it
video
on
like
paper.
this. Me can do a video like this. I talk about
Eh,
tactics right now,
yeah, but how much player can there's a lot of player that maybe
Can't listen to me.
now go able to carry out the instruction there until them come on the ground
Yes, but at
and do
least,
it over
yeah,
and
yeah.
over and over
I
again.
agree with you. I agree with
You
you.
get me?
But at least
Yeah.
try.
No. Me figure more or less they probably have some little
No,
system inside
no.
the player.
Craig Butler say on the interview say Whisper never receive a call or no tactics or no video call from the coach yet.
Mm, saying
This is
him
ridiculous.
expect this from him and yeah, which
Yeah,
is
this is
no, but that's how
ridiculous.
me always think. But to be honest,
Al Grimson
I
probably
thought
used
that
to do that
was
still. I think Al Grimson would have do that.
no,
Al
I
Grimson
thought
never
that
bothered to start,
no, I think Al Grimson
But the
when him
politics
just
get him.
come in,
Yeah.
when Al Grimson just come in, I think Al Grimson put a defensive structure in the team
Yeah, we did look way better. We shape did never bad.
defensively,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and we do have a problem going through the midfield. But with Al Grimson, our defensive style of ball game, you can see say with its solid roundness. So.
Mm.
But because we didn't have a midfielder play, so we used to say that to people, eventually him still going to the diagonal passes them
Yeah.
or bypass the midfield because when him drop the ball in the midfield, we never used to able to come out good out of the midfield, right?
But
But you can see same with that work, work around. Him mostly play like a double pivot, two central, and him a
you
try
remember
for
when
doing
Algrims
thing.
had
Him
just
try
come?
low in the middle and all of these things. He
Hold
was
on,
trying different things.
You remember when Algrims had just come out, we played our first Gold Cup. There was it 2023. No, 23 was the Copa America. 2022, where Algrims had just come out, we played the Gold Cup. And you remember when we had a high press?
Mhm,
Remember we had high press with Casey Palmer and Jonathan Rusley in that Gold Cup, the man. With I will play Antigua, I will play Trinidad and Tobago, I whisper score him goal. Whisper score, we were the
mhm.
youngest player score. That you remember that
Yeah,
Gold Cup
yeah,
there? I would do assist up where I say, all right,
yeah.
it not fully come together yet, but we can see what we are trying to do. We are high press, we are get the ball to a winger them, we are
Mhm.
put crosses that all of a sudden, gone. 2023, same complaint about no system again. Can't bother, brother. Can't bother, brother. Can't tell you that. Can't bother. Can't tell you
You
that.
see, in the 4 years, you see, in the 4 years where I build up the World Cup, where I build up the World Cup, that's when we need to lay out a system. And as you said before, in truth and in fact, we have take too long to get some player in to come fit in. We're not supposed to have come deep down in the final round with 2 games left to go and still are bringing new players. I
Yeah.
don't care how good they want to be. It cannot
That
be
make
good.
no sense.
We think it will destroy the chemistry of the team.
It nah go move the needle like how you think it or like how you want it to move an eagle.
As me say, if you're gonna bring in player at this stage, a Barrel wasn't the player you want to bring in. If it's not a Greenwood or somebody at caliber Greenwood, it don't make no sense you're bringing certain player. I don't care what position it want to be.
Yeah.
Because if we were good enough to reach to this stage with what we have, I think we should continue to fight with what we have. You have to bring in a player where available to you where you say, yeah, a good quality player, because you probably have problem in the position. Like I said, maybe we would have bring in a midfielder. We never need a forward.
Yeah.
And then you bring in a forward in first game and him start on the up front. How you expect Calamari to feel?
Right? I just
And
bring right?
Warner Brown to feel? How you expect Warner Brown to feel? Just think about it. So have a man try to be professional out there. He must feel away, brother. Man must have
Fart for
say,
see
yo, this is
speed
where
come
I
here
come
now.
from, brother.
Fart for see speed come here now and a total different team.
As me say, it don't really matter to me,
Yeah.
Speed shouldn't be there in the first place. So whatever
Yeah,
speed
but
do,
he's
it's
there.
up to him. Yeah, but no, that's why I say, whatever him do now, it's up to him. Try something new, that's fine. I don't care. You want to lose an opportunity, I phone a chat already.
Yeah, so
Zane,
just
and then on
anything
the
you
sit
want
down,
now,
I want to
just
get speed the job. I want to get speed the job. And if I never speed get the job, I say you bring in Cole and a Cole get the job, or when name
anybody get the
Garden
job.
get the job,
Yeah.
and them bring in some totally fresh as long as they don't go and think say we're gonna bring peer Premier League, or local Premier League players. If you bring some player overseas, you feel like better now. I'm on them try and them not gonna win. That's fine. Yeah, we discuss again and it done. You, the players, them what they did it before get an opportunity for say, oh, now say I
Yeah,
do,
for
and I
just
do.
cuss on it
When I
done.
should have there beaten, when I should have there beaten the chest and say, oh, make him talk about him call Greenwood now and see if you know boycott the whole of this.
Yeah.
You understand me? I say, you have the talk. No, you don't have no talk, brother.
I
You
know
don't have
talk.
no
Gonna
talk.
get
You
it and
don't
in the
have no
flop.
talk. Yeah, man. I'm not want to tell me about the stress with the organization. Because we know say the organization are put under too stress and all of them things they run there. So we know say some foolishness are going. You see me? Because there is no way Uno should have lose Al Grims. People are saying, no, it's a better job him get. Yeah, of course him get a better job and him lift up and go feed. But him never look for no better job.
Yeah. I wanna make him take the job. Wanna push him out within the actions.
Hello, no, nobody wouldn't offer him the job. So some Tweety bird must go out there for by one of them agent to say something. I'm gonna say,
Not like
Algrim's
yeah,
not
like you
available.
must say yo more left you saying see where you can find for the
Yeah,
market for me.
man. So see what you can find for the market for me. I'm gonna approach him on the website and the man then just give me an offer, better offer too. Just gone. Who cares? I mean, the JFF me not have to pick. I may leave from one job to the next job. But if you made it comfortably in the job, yeah, it would not, you know, more comfortable when me there. So probably it wouldn't even reach the money situation. So the bottom line is that somebody else see value in Al Grimson, a bigger club, better players, see value in Al Grimson where we never see because we're blind.
First time blind we
You
fall
get what
in
I
love.
say? Yeah, we're blind. Other player, I remember, don't forget this in our them in at the playoff,
Of course, them I don't like them outright. And them can make the World Cup.
So they can still go World Cup. So that to
They
show you,
nah
so
go
Al
still, they
Grimson go
nah
pick
go
up.
still, but
No, Al Crimson got pick up a team and come second in a film conference in a tough conference in a Europe.
mhm.
So that simply mean him know him a do.
Yeah. He's not an idiot coach.
Him know exactly what he's doing. Him in a playoff, the same playoff we now we supposed to get the easiest group qualify road to qualify in this
Yeah,
World Cup,
cause we get Oceania and Afghan and European qualifiers are total different thing. I think them get South
No,
America.
me talk about the direct when we get all Caribbean team, the number
Oh,
one
you mean the
Caribbean
group? You
team
mean the
get
group how
all
we get?
Caribbean team in the group. We're supposed to get the easiest group to qualification, brother.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
The number one team in the CONCACAF in the Caribbean get nothing but Caribbean team. Just look on it. And we at least
Charma
10
TV,
or
charma.
12 points better than the second team in the Caribbean.
Curacao at 82, brother. Curacao at
And
82.
Jamaica what? 70.
70. But we start this at like 67, 68. Probably a
Yeah.
bit lower than
So
that.
you see, we are like 15 points better than the next team.
Mhm. Only if I say it
So
now,
when
boy, don't.
Algrim's over Europe over there, so him have some big player him have a play and still end up bringing team second behind for in our playoff.
Good
I
job.
remember, the playoff is not that you just finish second, you have to finish second with a certain amount of points, so you beat out other second place.
You have to qualify for go.
So you have to beat two team. Well. So looking back at it, you say, listen me, why we make Algrims go? Man, I say, no, I him leave and go pick up an extra. Yeah, because we force him to go.
Oh, push him out for sure.
Literally force him to go. Yeah, we force him to go.
Politics, brother.
Yeah, and because when you interfere in what the coach I do, Leon Bailey do him I do. See there? For sure how bad it is because Leon Bailey microphone is bigger than um than Chavante. Why him can't come back all doing? Him no remember him no said nothing about nothing, him just take him
Just
suspension
take
and
him
take him
suspend
beating
and
and
go
take
on,
him
yeah.
lick and go and sit down at the side and you can't call him back. And you wanna call Barrel the other day and Taventus to do better than the whole of them. Why you never call him then? Because him understand what it is to play football, yes. So. And it wouldn't be him first go round. Him should have get the call over Raman Barrel. So no man can come tell me no. Say politics and corruption the right there. So him should have get the chance there.
No, no lie.
Yeah, because him know and understand. If you want continuity, call him, call him dep on farm where him a play. Dep on farm. The man a score actually every week. I remember, him no, in the national team because I know good, him never good, Him in the national team because him commit some break some rules and him get him suspension and him do him time and him perform well and call him back. But you call a man when they know none of the player them to come play with the player them
And you
and
start
start him
him.
on the first go round. Start him on the first go round. So the organization I want crap. Rudolph Speid could have look and say, that advice they are the wrong one. No, I don't think you should have got this so. Make you go for Stuart. But because now 8 the youth. No one them justify that for me. Because that's what me have to look, Don't justify that. You understand what I say, Rush?
Yeah, of course, me
The youth
understand.
up on
Me
farm justify that.
ball like all
He
already.
should have been the one that get that chance. You know one time where the coach say it would have been between Bowser and who else? Bowser, you know.
Yeah, but
You
it wouldn't
remember?
be. Of course, it wouldn't be between Bowser. Not even close.
No, the coach said that.
Me know. So it would have been between Bowser and Stewart when that a madness.
Which was no, because yeah, someone know the coach are idiot.
Yet still a Bowser the starter. So it would be between Bowser and or it would be between the starter and somebody we can't make the team. And you have four
But
people between the two
but
of them.
but at the end of the day, you say Bowser are your best player who plays against the Caribbean team. But at the same time, not only that he's a starter, but he's your best Caribbean player. He know how to get it done against the Caribbean rival. Him are the one where they compete for a spot with Stuart.
Not no gossip, man.
And when push come to show, a Ramal, a barrel you call and not
How that go? Push come to where?
Stuart. When push come to show.
I saw that did go.
Me
I said, why me? I think it's push
don't know
come
if
to
I say
shove.
so. Yeah, when push come to shove, I want the something.
I
Yeah,
honestly never know
push
if I
come
should
to
say.
shove.
Cause remember, yeah, me headline say if I push come to show me I say
So yeah, last time I say, I think when push come to shove. Yeah, you pick,
yeah man.
but
Wait,
push come to show or whatever. Yeah, man.
push come to show which
When
show the push not come to.
yeah, we don't know. We shoot push come to shove. We don't know. We just hear from there picked up from grandparents. But that's a rumor around.
I say push come to show to rotted. Yeah.
Then obviously, I said, boy, when him come show himself, our time for show yourself, no, you have to say, all right, you da tell me something around the corner, so, and when it present itself, something else you do.
Mm-hmm.
When the opportunity present itself, you do the opposite of what you did say earlier on. Because remember, it was supposed to be between Stuart and Bowser,
According to Mr. McLaren.
It's gone to Mr. McLaren. But now, um, we have a selection between once you go for barrel, what even there I know in the program none at all, and you still no call to it. So you see, you're foolish as him attack, I don't know him
Where
attack,
that?
so him not have no sense, brother. The man not have no sense, brother. Them little things them I love looking to,
See that long time man, but guess what no? You can't even blame him for be bad, you have to blame the man we hire him and never fire him.
Eh.
I am what I am, and what I'm not, I will never be. So if I'm just a bad coach, I'm just a bad coach. Who hire me thinking that I am a good coach is the problem.
And this is the problem I have, them I say. All right, well, yes, everybody else is expensive, and he was the best coach out of everybody
Him
else.
can Dwight York apply for the job too, It was between him and Dwight York.
So obviously, Dwight York money did too expensive, me no know.
No, them just decide them decide say him better than Dwight York. Dwight York did apply. You never I'll interview Dwight York though and them
No,
ask him about it.
me know say Dwight York with down. I think it was. I think Cole did down in the final part.
Yeah,
The club part.
Cody did night too.
So you only bring Steve McLaren here when you bring him come because you expect the Jamaican public, as them used to say, would have probably respond more where money is concerned. It's more marketing than coaching. And I hope say it would have worked. Because if you're so bright and knowledgeable about the whole situation, they realize that McLaren is not the man. When they realize him is not the man. And him start out, it just wasn't a good start. I did play against Cuba, don't it? And have the ball a box over I play people and say, hey, me see my palm, I say, what is wrong with the people?
Remember.
You remember Cuba game?
No, I remember if him was a coach.
I think no, I think, well, I'm not 100% sure. I think I did first game that, trying to lie. The draw the game, John Nila. And people are talking about, yeah, that who have to see and man I pass the ball. Me I said, Judge, if me put my daughter out there, the same thing she got to call Cuba not playing no ball. And they were doing the same thing over and over. Remember another game there? I
Yeah.
swear I did the first game, and them that do the same. I don't think that them do the same thing over and over and over. Nobody, no interchange, nothing at all. Just the same thing them do over and over. I mean, I say, you know, no mid. Well, we never no midfield. If like run through and somebody throw the ball over, I will go them they carry the ball, them cut it nine middle, and them a drive like them a try to make when name, Antonio bully him way through the something there. I say no man, this a joke man. And it happened again and again and again, just like what happened in the Jamaica match with the against QSL.
Yeah. No direction.
The, the man them just say, yo, as Cephas get the ball at two man, and we don't know how to utilize the overload there. We don't know how to do it. You cannot do it very well on the wing. So if it will come on the wing, you know, saying the second half them it start do a little better. When name the wing back start to come up more and go see an inverted situation. Start
Mm.
going at the midfield and then see if I start get the ball over to him in the midfield and then we start get the goal. And at deep in the second half it start up. But one of the easiest thing was to do is to put Damaria Grape on the strong side and put Cephas on the weak side. And ask Cephas not to use him right foot and screen him in the box, use him pace go down. This time you don't have to try cut in. Because what them are doing them are send him down the wing, you know. But them not allow him to cut in. Them a double team him and when they take them a triple team because they still have one man. When you're looking at two man a go over there and one man a sit back himself in cutting at the middle there, somebody there to clean up the mess there.
Mm.
So send him down the wing and say whip it grass. Put him over the right side, put Damari Gray. Because you can't now play. You got to allow Damari Gray for cutting at the middle and then them have to pay more attention to Damari Gray. A simple football that.
No lie.
I don't know if somebody want off them and say, yo, we no need to switch or them on the field are done stuck. I don't know. I see Cristiano Ronaldo do it, I see Messi do it, I see other big forward do it. I see you name the biggest forward them come in. Them just interchange. You know, I see do it too when them play. So I know saying something there. I see Leon Bailey do it. I see him and Gray do it. Them try other wings. Them not do it a lot, you know, but them do it. Sometimes I see Leon Bailey are coming at the middle of the park. Sometimes I sit down and I wonder what would have happened if Leon Bailey was there. You know?
Why do you even bother make your mind go this in the car? I torture that. I torture that, me I tell you. Me I call it still in the car, it get late, you know, and
Yeah, man.
she go sort out something to eat, so. How we eat that? Probably
All right.
weekend again. Yeah, no, it go. Big up yourself.
Yeah, no. It have to be Sunday coming. I know me there Saturday. Saturday, me I go country. Me I go on funeral Saturday. So,
Alright. We talk still.
yeah, man. All right, cool.
Right. People are we that if you like the video, don't forget to like. If you like the live, don't forget to like the live. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. You see me, we're just past 9,000, so we're trying to get to 10,000 as fast as possible. You see me, if you can't make reach it before the year done, me I love that still, but hit the subscribe button, like the video, leave a comment, and share the video to at least 10 people get us 6 subscribers, because each and every one of you guys can manage to do that. Do you know how many subscribers that will get us by the end of the day? But for now, this was the That Sports TV. I gone.